Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor, but made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wonder why? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. Back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling they soul for roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a slice, extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame, ever blinking the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do, come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the. Wise grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie Blow Without Fear. We are back in the building. Got my homie Carter Presents in the building, fresh out of Witsec. What's going on, Pimp?
Man, I don't want to talk about it. It was a very traumatic experience. There's a lot I can't discuss. Don't get chased by Caucasian created Foot Clan people. It's basically what I said in the Discord. I appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers that was looking out for your boy. But those people have been brought to justice. And, I got chased by Caucasian Foot Clan members, and all I got was this lousy Nintendo Switch. So, we're good right now. We're good right now. We are playing some Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is Carter's first Zelda. And for somebody who thinks Zelda is hot garbage, if I had to get chased by Foot Clan members and then know that I was getting a Nintendo Switch and Breath of the Wild out of it, yeah, y'all could have kept this shit. I didn't want to get chased by nobody, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm here. We ain't gonna talk about it no more. We ain't gonna talk about that no more.
This motherfucker. It's like, nah, man. It's trash. It's trash. Damn. Man, they got no love in these streets. No love in these streets for the Nintendo Switch, man. Dude, that's hurtful. That's hurtful.
I'm enjoying it. But if I had, like I said, if I had have known that, hey, you got to get chased by some crazy Caucasians and Miss Gladys got to put you in some shit, but you get a Switch out of it, I would have took my Vita. Like, you could have just handed me my fucking Vita, and I'd have been content. I'd have been fine. But
so you can make them beats.
Hey, check yourself, man. Watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth now. Don't hate on my beat skills, man.
Look, wait, hold up. Hey, I'm gonna say, here you. I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him on Monster Hunter. I'm trying. But no, in all seriousness though. Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back, Carter. Good to have you back on the show. It wasn't the same without you. And yeah. I was worried. I feared for your life because I know these White Foot Clan members are, man, they treacherous out here in these streets, man.
Boy.
They're
really quiet. That's the main thing. They're really quiet.
Well, they were trained by Oroku Saki. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with them.
Oroku Saki or some redneck motherfucker named Chuck. I don't know who they were trained by, but they're very, very quiet. It was weird.
Oh Lord, I'm so done. Anyway. Wait, hold on. Oh, we gotta get through this.
Yeah. I did.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I read about that earlier this morning. Prayers are out to DMX, man. Just the news came earlier this morning that he actually overdosed and was in grave condition. I know drugs have been hitting him for some years now. It looked like he had gotten clean again, but unfortunately that does not look like it's the case. So yeah, prayers to DMX, man.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
I hate hearing it, man. I hate hearing. I stay hating.
Yeah.
Hearing about people out here struggling, dude. Because one of the first, and of course, obviously, it's kind of adjacent to DMX, but one of the tweets I saw, because I just did a little quick Google, nothing major, but when I got one of the tweets I saw, kind of in response to to all this is oddly enough by a white woman, but she had a tweet that said I was Jess Cordova Kramer. She said that overdose is a medical illness and not a moral failing. Hashtag DMX. I was like, oh man, because that's the first thing people are gonna say. They're like, oh man, you overdose? Oh, he out here fucking up.
Well, here's the thing about that though, because I was never one of those people because I think you know why, because I'm a fucking counselor at a rehab center.
Right.
You know, so that's why I can't even look at it like that. But I remember when Demi Lovato relapsed.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody kind of flamed her for it. And then she recently came out with a YouTube series that went into detail about what happened with her now. So like this poor girl got brain damage. She had I think she said she had like 3 strokes and a heart attack when she overdosed and relapsed. And she can't even do anything by herself anymore. So like that's when it stops being funny. So you got to realize like for some people, you know, it's just like you all are addicted to, you know, comics and shit like that. Some people, you know, they're addicted to drugs and stuff. And some people, they just like you have like the monkey on your back when it comes to collecting books and collecting figures and you know, hating Spawn and hating Centrina, shit like that. Some people have the exact same thing, but more so on the negative side. So last I checked, because I saw some people asking in the chat, last I checked, they said that he did OD and he was in grave condition.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I see grave condition, and it's not like I don't know. I didn't want this. This is a sad way to start the show, man. I was not expecting to see that news early this morning, man. But I mean, it's been a problem for him for a while. I remember he was on one of those fucking Oprah shows, and they were trying to get him clean on there, and he just was not having it. No. And then it looked like he did it himself, but maybe that was just more so for appearances or something like that. So thoughts and prayers out to DMX, man. Yeah, man. But like everybody been coming out the woodwork giving shout outs to the homie. So hopefully, man, like I said, we first off, I think this should probably go without saying. I feel like it shouldn't have to be said, but yeah, of course, myself, Carter, all of Blerd Cave, we sending out prayers, positive vibes, good energy, whatever the hell brother needs. Cause like I said, just that shit hits me in my soul, man. Is never having personally had any addictions myself of that magnitude. Definitely I've had addictions, but none of them were drug related. But still, addiction is addiction, and and I've known people who have gone, actually having recently lost some people to drug addiction. Just in the last like few years, it sucks. It sucks. So, like I said, man, nothing but positive energy for the brother. No jokes, no slights, no nothing. Yeah, I think I kind of want to joke just because we got to try to keep it positive. You don't want to just we don't want to just condemn and say he gone already. So I think I'm just going to I think I'm gonna blow the dust off my PS2 today. I am going to boot up Def Jam Vendetta. I'm gonna beat the brakes off Scarface a couple times with DMX. I am going to watch some DMX Jet Li movies. I'm gonna watch Belly like 6 times. I'm probably gonna go buy some Black and Miles just to get myself in the right zone. You gonna watch Exit Wounds? You gonna watch them? You gonna get on them Exit Wounds? I probably will. I'm probably gonna go to the corner store, buy a Black and Mild, buy a 40 ounce, just to get back in that zone again. I'm gonna probably just walk around sagging my commando cargo pants with no shirt on. I'm just gonna bark at any motherfucker who's talking to me crazy. So that might be my day today. Oh yeah. No, you know what? I might even. You know what? You always puts me in a good mood listening to Gabrielle Union do DMX impressions. Cause her DMX, they tight, and I always listen to her doing DMX impressions. Always kind of made me laugh because she was oddly good at it. No, see, I thought you was about to say you're finna start walking around with no shirt on and Timberlands like DMX be doing. I'm gonna tell you, don't do that. Nobody, you can't do. I can't do that. Blerd without fear cannot do DMX shirtless impressions with the nipple rings out. No. Oh, no. I'll be like, hey, what the fuck is going on? Huh? No, you can't do that. Then you gotta hear the ding, 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 ding. You just gotta hear that shit. No. What's up, my Blerds? We out here. No, I'm sorry, Joe. Yeah, jokes aside, bullshit aside. Anyway, man. Prayers and shout outs, man. Say I'm barking my wife all day in tribute. What? I'm tripping. Oh, I can't get up. Oh, anyway, no, sorry. Anyway.
Yeah.
We gotta get past that. But no, let's look at some of these super chats real quick.
Yes.
And then we're gonna kick the show off because I don't want anybody to get left in the cold. Here we got Jesse Smith with a $5 super chat, says a little something in recognition for Sync. Can't catch a break. Lord, man, what are you talking about?
Man, that issue, man.
That hit a motherfucker in his soul. And you ain't got no woman. And you ain't got no woman. Why they gotta do the brother like that?
That's what I'm saying. You didn't literally tame the beast. No, you didn't. Psych. It's like that's cold. That's cold, man. That was so cold. Dude. That boy done stroked the Weapon X out of X-23 and they just said, nah, no you didn't.
Look, wait a minute. Why they gonna make me have to say live on camera that Sync then clapped Wolverine's cheeks and then took it back, so now I look like the idiot. Oh God. But Eric Morgan with the $20 super chat says, hey, had my man Zilla looking like the bully that teamed up with the kid he beat up every day to take down a bigger bully. They could have just CGI'd me in elementary school and saved everybody some money. This comment paid for by the Hellfire Trading Company. Lord. I ain't gonna lie, though. That shit was funny as fuck, though. Oh, of course, we got our super chat from Jason Davis, a $5 super chat. This is Carter saw you sis fighting with Zemo. I was like, Sharon Carter. Ooh, Sharon Carter. Hope she's not a scroll. This brought to you by Crystals. Look.
Oh my god, bro. What crystals?
Oh, you missed it. You missed. That's right, because you weren't here last week. So I was eating crystals live on camera because I didn't give a fuck. I had a plate.
See, I was gonna say I'm in California now, and these folks don't know what the fuck crystals are. They don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, now in the South. Oh yeah, you gotta be in the South to get some crystals.
Man, I miss it. I miss it, man. I want a sack full so bad right now.
Dude,
for y'all that don't know, maybe that's just showing how much of a complete fat ass I am. But a sack full of crystals was just a big ass box, 12 deep. 12 deep. And by the time I used to get out that drive through, half of the motherfuckers was gone. Just me hitting the turning signal, flicking the pickles out the window. A good 6 of the motherfuckers was gone. Okay.
Well, now here's the fucked up part though. If you fucked right and got the cheese on the crystals, you know you was gonna be in the bathroom in about 20, 30 minutes. You was about to fuck a bathroom up. You gonna fuck a bathroom up, you get the good. Like, that's why every time they ask you, do you want cheese on them crystals? You are playing with your own life.
Sure is. Sure is. Hironoshi, you don't have White Castle. Apparently, White Castles have been shut down in California for years. Years. But yeah, crystals always give you the pootie maker. That exactly is what crystals is, the pootie maker right there. Damn. It's a good but it feel good coming out and feel good coming in. Well, man, now I'm feeding for fucking crystals now.
Dude, you know, but like after it's over, I'm probably gonna go hit up the crystals over here off the P Highway. Don't play with me.
Oh man.
The homie Eric Morgan, of course, he gave us the $5 super chat talking about prayers for DMX. So yeah, we gotta give shout out to Eric Morgan right there. We appreciate you, brother. Legion X420 with the 199 super chat says, Blerd without fear. How you think King in Black is gonna end? I don't think it's gonna end very well. If I'm being
man, where is this issue at, man? Because it didn't come out this week.
No, it didn't. It did not drop this week. They dropped. There was the King in Black Ghost Rider and
Ghost Rider, yeah.
The Valkyrie? Was the Valkyrie tie-in? I believe. And
King in Black. Did you read King in Black Ghost Rider?
I didn't. I didn't.
King of Black Ghost Rider is going to piss you off because if there was one thing that you and I liked, because I put you on that book because you weren't reading it, the Ghost Rider run that got canceled.
That was Ed Brisson junk.
The King in Black tie-in was basically a continuation of that. It was a legit continuation of that book. It was
I'm more interested in how crossover go in. I'm more interested in how crossover goes. That's the Donnie Case book. I'm here.
Oh, did you catch it? So you caught up with it? Mm-hmm. You caught up with crossover.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm caught up.
Boy. I sure want to know, how did you feel when you figured out who that old lady was? Because I hollered,
dude.
Boy,
oh my god!
Hollered.
Like, I kept staring at her. I said, who is it? I said, why she act like she know everybody? And then I don't even want to say. Oh, you know what? We're gonna talk about it later because that's gonna be on the recommend. We're gonna talk about it later. Because I was like, what?
Yeah, you might well go finish these super chats, man. Finish these super chats. Also off the chain. Oh my god.
Look. By the way, I just want to point out, first issue, I went back and reread the first issue.
Mm-hmm.
I did not notice the Tick was just sitting there chilling in one of the first fucking pages of the book. Just chilling.
Yep.
Chilling.
Yep.
The Thing just chilling. Lord. Mm-hmm. Donnie Case need his ass whooped. He gonna get sued. But no, I have no clue how King in Black is gonna end, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have lost so much interest in King in Black the longer it goes. I'm just like,
honestly, I think it's just because it's what the other books have done. They've done too many fucking tie-in issues.
Yeah.
And a lot of these tie-in issues ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing.
And we still, like, we've been on this cliffhanger for a few weeks now. It's like, okay, just get the shit over with. Is he Captain Universe or what?
Right. Yeah, just because, can we just get to that? I just want to get to that. That's all I want to get to.
Because the way you look now is completely different than how you are in those videos when you were so hyped about this finally happening, but it's taking too long now. Yeah, bullshit. It's taking too long now.
Oh no, they fucked up. I can't be interested. I can't be as hype anymore. Gabriel Knight with the 1999 Super. You know what? See, I fucked it up because I didn't do it like I normally do it. So I had to go back and do it like I normally do it. Gabriel Knight with the 1999 Super Chat. Says, welcome back, Carter. Glad you're out of witness protection. No super chat from Miss Gladys and her crazy mess.
Man. At some point, I'll go into detail about everything that happened, but
Miss Glass,
man, listen, it was not a good morning. It was not a good morning.
It was not a good morning. Oh man, we also got my homie Absolute Venom. Got to go get him. $4.99.
I don't even know if you could read that one though.
Let's see. Here's
It's kind of a spoiler. It's kind of a spoiler.
That is true. Yo, fuck it, whatever. Because we about to talk about it anyway.
Okay, cool.
We about to talk about it anyway, so it don't even matter. Let's see here. It says essentially the movie Kong, Bounty King, Godzilla. What's a king to a god? Mechagodzilla. What's a god to a non-believer? That's kind of about really the. That's kind of about really where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I do want to talk about this one real quick. Before we get into King Kong versus Godzilla, Cyclops is better than Wolverine with the 199 super chat. Says, I'm sad to see people confuse Ayo with Okoye. Dude, I can't tell you how many people I saw on Twitter thinking that was McShane.
Really?
There was folks that thought that was Denai Guerrero. I was like, Lord, y'all need y'all's asses whipped.
You know what I would say to those people?
What's up?
So we all look alike to you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that what you're saying? That's what it sounds like. We all look alike to you. Me and Ernie the same motherfucker, huh? He just ripped himself off and he got noticeably slimmer with less nipple ringage, is what you're saying. We all look the same, this motherfucker, huh?
Look, we out here, man. We well, you know what we are. You know what we are. Yeah, it's like you said. We do the mutants.
Marvel Studios.
Niggas.
The niggas. That's what we are, man.
We coming. But no.
Lord have mercy. How the fuck you confuse McShane for that, sister? Lord have mercy. What's wrong with you fucking people?
I was just happy because Ayo got something to do.
Yeah.
I was like, finally they gave this heifer something to do. Lord, she'd been sitting here on the sideline. I was like, first off, where's Anika? That's what I wanted to know. I was like, where's Anika at? So we can give her something to do. Jesus. Then we got Tubes, one with the $5 super chat, says, hey Carter, good to see. Ninjas didn't get you. King in Black needs to end and just work out already. Marvel keeps dragging out events too much. Yes, they do.
Because one of the comments, Absolute Venom just said it in the chat right now. It's not Kate's fault with King in Black. It's Marvel's fault. Yeah.
It's Marvel's fault because they're dragging it out. They keep pushing shit back.
They have lost so much momentum just in bullshit tie-ins, and this shit, man, just come out with it. What y'all got?
Go ahead and drop it.
Because we were giving y'all a lot more rope with this event as opposed to how much rope Ernie gives fucking DC. Like, and then y'all fucked it up. Fucked it right up. So
look, I love it. Here's the sad part about it. I would be willing to forgive all offenses if they just went ahead and dropped the final book like next week. Go ahead and drop the final book next week, so I can go ahead and read that motherfucker and move on with my life.
Yep.
And we can get back to this crossover.
Yep. Go ahead, let that come out so I can start Spawn Universe and we in business.
Yeah, shit. We got Booth with a $5 super chat. Says, belated congrats on 100 episodes. Outside the X-Men, Marvel seems a little rudderless right now, including King in Black. Any Marvel recommendations? Honestly, as far as Marvel recommendations goes, outside of X-Men, I would say your best options are going to be Immortal Hulk. Immortal Hulk has been pretty lit from start to finish. I would also say, what's another one that's actually kind of been, that's kind of been all over the place on my radar as of late. Black Panther, of course. Black Panther. Black Panther.
So it's funny he asked that question just because I wasn't looking at anything current. I was actually looking on my fucking shelf, like, what's some old shit I'd much rather read than this new shit Marvel got right now.
This man about to turn around. You better not pull out that Wonder Woman Dead Earth. You better not pull out that Wonder Woman Dead Earth. You better not. This man was like, look, this man about to pull out Wonder Woman Dead Earth, Lord. Beta Ray Bill. I like that first issue. Thor has been good since Donny Cates took over. That's also my other problem. I feel like Donny Cates doing too much.
See, since you weren't gonna let me touch my Wonder Woman Dead Earth, I was gonna grab that first volume of Superior Spider-Man. I even thought about getting Gary Duggan's Deadpool run. The greatest Deadpool run of all time. That's the greatest Deadpool run of all time.
There you go. Pick that shit up.
Absolute Venom saying the final issue of King in Black is coming out this week.
This week? Okay, good. It better be. Don't push that shit back again. Don't push that shit back one more goddamn time. Oh, Eternals. Yeah, Eternals has also been very good. I almost forgot about Eternals. I've liked the last 3 issues of Eternals they put out so far.
See, Ricky Delmo, I like where your head's at. I would say, but he said Marvel recommendation. Invincible ain't Marvel, even though I would tell you to read Invincible just because.
Yeah. Go ahead and read it anyway.
You know, I was hype because the show finally came out while I was also getting chased by Caucasian Foot Clan people. But now that I have rewatched those episodes of Invincible,
This man. I think it's good for people that, like, you've never read the comic. If you've never read the comic, I think the show's a good stand-in for it. But I would still say read the comic.
I've had so many people that are shocked because I had a few people that I know here. They watched it and they didn't even realize it was a comic until I told them. And now they don't want me to tell them anything because I told them I finished it and read all of it.
There's a
But yeah,
lot going on.
There are a lot of people that don't realize that shit's a comic. It's a lot of people that when I tell them, I'll start, the more I'll tell people about the book and the show, to be completely honest, I start liking the show a little bit less.
It's a very, the way they're adapting the story is very different. Like, it's kind of like the way Kirkman did with Walking Dead. Like, he's a producer on that show, so he kind of had some sway over some things. But things were changed a little bit to kind of match up with, I guess, the vision that he had in mind. Like, ultimately, kind of like how, like, for those who are unfamiliar, like, the character Shane in the Walking Dead comic doesn't even last 2 issues, I think. But the character Shane in the TV series lasts for, like, damn near, I think, 2 seasons. I think
it was more than that, almost.
No,
unless that season was just long. Okay, that season was just long as shit.
It was a longer season. Yeah, he. Well, remember? No, you know what it was? It was because Frank Darabont was still in charge of the show at that time, and he was a more slow burn storyteller. So a lot of people said the second season felt like it dragged a lot because it didn't seem like it was going anywhere until the very end of the season. But only reason I can say that is because my wife just recently started rewatching the entire series, and I've been watching it with her. So yeah, that's the only reason why I even know. That's the only reason why I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, all of that aside, let's talk about the King and the God. Godzilla versus King Kong came out last week, and my God.
Yeah.
Whew. I will go ahead and say it right now.
Spoilers, people. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. If you didn't see it in the fucking thumbnail, I don't know how to help you at this point. But no, King Kong, or Godzilla versus King Kong, rather. This is their matchup. This is the rematch, or it's technically a new match, not really a rematch. Never actually faced anybody in the MonsterVerse before, but we haven't had a King Kong Godzilla matchup since 1962.
Okay.
Which was the original one. It was reversed. It was King Kong versus Godzilla. That was the one where Godzilla famously got jobbed out to King Kong, and King Kong got abilities that his ass wasn't supposed to have. Like getting juiced up by electricity and getting drunk off of berry juice. But this movie, they said, fuck it, get this motherfucker Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Get it to him. Go ahead, get it. But no, this movie basically it's more of a continuation of Godzilla, King of All Monsters. Because there's a major plot point from that movie, or not say a major plot point. There's a cliffhanger, like a post-credit plot point that carries over into this movie. But basically, what you need to know is that if you were trying to figure out, well, wait a minute, Kong Skull Island took place back in the, what was it, the 60s, 70s, whatever. So do we find out what the fuck has been going on with King Kong since then? No, we don't know. We don't know because you know why? When we come to this motherfucker, King Kong's in witness protection. He's in witness protection.
Wow.
Man has been in witness protection. He is on a boat inside. This man is in the danger room. This dude has a whole ass danger room. So he's just chilling. They done made this motherfucker a whole ass holographic jungle, or not holographic, but like the sky is holographic. They built this motherfucker a whole biome, a jungle biome in a goddamn ship. This motherfucker on the holodeck on Star Trek. Lord have mercy. And they gave this man. I'm not gonna lie. They could have kept I don't want to sound mean. I don't want to sound terrible, but this is one of the things I always hate about movies of this magnitude, because we see this a lot of the Transformers movies. Can you please cut down on how many actual human beings are in these movies? Because I didn't care in the original King Kong versus Godzilla about half the motherfuckers that was running around, because y'all just gave look. Okay, I want to ask you a question, Carter. Okay. How many about the original King Kong versus Godzilla 1962 film?
Yes.
Do you know the two things I remember about the people in that movie?
Okay, I gotta hear this.
I remember that one of them was given the ridiculous storyline of having invented some super string, some super wire that's so strong it could lift King Kong. I remember that because that was dumb. You know what else I remember? I also remember all the Japanese people in blackface when they went to the island, when they went to Skull Island where King Kong was. That's what I remember about the human people in that movie. Now, in this movie, it's like, okay, we got a little girl they have saddled King Kong with because apparently she's the only one who can communicate with Kong. I didn't need that. Y'all could have kept that shit. The two, what was it? Which I hate to say this. I really do truly hate to say this because I actually am a fan of Alexander Skarsgård, but they could have kept his ass. Yeah. They could have kept Rebecca Hall. Could have taken her or leaving her. Honestly, if you just would have left it as Millie Bobby Brown and Julian Dennison, as Madison and Josh, it had Paperboy, that is all the motherfuckers I needed. I need no more human beings in this movie other than the bad guys. They could have kept the motherfuckers. I didn't need it. God damn it. Look, y'all literally sit down here. Y'all to put Millie Bobby Brown in some got this girl out here wearing black eyeliner, got her look like a whole goth chick. You got Julian Dennison out here reprising his role from Deadpool 2. I'm like, Lord, get me out of here. I don't need this shit. And then you got Paperboy acting like a whole ass Alex Jones conspiracy theorist out here talking about look, he wasn't as problematic. He wasn't problematic like Alex Jones. But, like, it just, like, I was waiting for that motherfucker to say the kaiju are making folks gay. If he would have said that, I'd have fell out. He said the kaiju blood that is fallen into the water from when Godzilla was fighting Mudos in the first Godzilla is making everybody gay. That's what's happened. I was waiting for him to say that shit. That's how crazy his ass was. It was funny, though. It was funny. That's the only reason I give it some slack. But Carter, what did you think about the human element in this movie?
The human element is the reason I went to sleep when I tried to watch the first time. And I'm not talking about, Little Mama with the Kong doll before Mattel made it. I'm not talking about 11 and fucking Paperboy. That was one of the things that really got on my fucking nerves. I got sick of all of them people, like every human character. The ugly ass woman with the true blood boy, they got on my fucking nerves. The little girl I could have took, but then they showed 11 and Paperboy doing the podcast thing, and that got on my nerves. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Watching that movie, you know what? Some a buddy of mine, shout out to Johnny. He made a very good observation about this movie, and it's a video game reference, and I hope a lot of you will understand it. Godzilla vs. Kong was the equivalent of Devil May Cry 4 in the fact of the story is actually about Nero, but Dante is just sprinkled in, just doing shit. Just like in this movie, it was basically a Kong story with some Godzilla sprinkled in there just to do some stuff, and then they came together to do some stuff like that. When Batman v Superman,
like Batman v Superman was.
When he said it like that, I said, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. But the thing is, Devil May Cry 4 didn't put me to fucking sleep, because I literally, the first time I tried to watch it, the movie put me to sleep, and then I heard a holler and an explosion, and I jumped up like, what the fuck is going on? And then I just saw Mechagodzilla. I'm just like, wait, what? I done went to sleep and woke up, and Megazordzilla is on the screen. What the hell going on? What did I miss?
Look, you know what you heard? You heard Tommy with that dragon dagger. You heard that, and then motherfucker, look, even hit him with the missiles. Motherfucker's like, yeah, that motherfucker hand come out, be like, boom, boo, 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 boo.
Like, I understand that they have to. It comes synonymous with these movies that you have to do that human element, but goddamn, like, it seemed like the Japanese films, they got a better grasp on it to where even if you don't care for it, you can still sit there and pay attention to it. Because I remember a buddy of mine had me watch Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, Shin Godzilla is a good example.
Yeah, he had me watch that one a couple years back, and the human element, it wasn't as bad as it is in this one.
A lot of people complained about it, but it's not as bad as people think it is.
Yeah, it is not as bad, nowhere near. Plus, the Godzilla in that movie was fucking terrifying. But I don't know, they like stop putting star power or like putting these people you think we gonna notice in these roles, and we just gonna accept it because it's them. I don't give a fuck about 11. Just because you put 11 in this, that's not going to make me watch her scenes more. I don't want to see a weird, damn near autistic ass paperboy talking about how he is a certified mechanic man. Fuck out of here. So
I'm like, no,
the human,
pimp.
The human element I could have done without, but you know, you can't. Obviously they're going to do it, but at least do it to where it's not as grating.
No, I agree. Here's my thing. You're getting away from the human stuff because once again, I think we're synonymous on that one. It wasn't good. I did enjoy the fighting when I saw it when they were fighting. But the thing is, here's about the fighting. I want to put a caveat on the fighting. This was some WWE Vince McMahon booked bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the combat when it was happening. But it's like, okay, so here's where you run into a problem. Because with movies like this, somebody's got to lose, right? Somebody's got to lose. You got to have a winner, you got to have a loser. But I think we all knew going into the movie that King Kong and Godzilla, they were going to have to fight against something else. And that was, we'd known that's his jump. Really talking about Mechagodzilla ain't even a spoiler because that motherfucker, the movie spoiled the movie trailer.
Yeah, the trailer spoiled it. Yeah.
The first trailer spoiled Mechagodzilla. Like the first teaser trailer spoiled Mechagodzilla. Motherfuckers were already talking about, oh yeah, Mechagodzilla's movie, look right here. They showed the screen where they show like the scan and readout of a robotic Godzilla. Now, a lot of people were saying that, oh, the Godzilla that King Kong is fighting is Mechagodzilla, but it's like, no, that's not what's going on here. What my thing was is like, okay, so when the first time they meet on the boat, the shot we'd all seen in the trailer, and I'm gonna go tell you right now, Godzilla beats the brakes off King Kong right there off rip. Now, but here's the thing. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead and say what you want to say. I'm gonna let you finish that one.
But the thing is, this is how you do it. This is where Vince McMahon comes in. See, we protected Kong by saying that, oh, well, he was chained up at first. He was chained up, and he couldn't fight with full range of motion. Also, he just came off them drugs, so he was a little woozy. Yeah. So Godzilla came in, did the run-in on him. See, I'm explaining this. This in wrestling terms. Basically, what happened was King Kong was chained up. He was handcuffed to the ring. He just sitting here. And next thing you know, Godzilla just sitting here. The referee trying to pull Godzilla off him. He like, no, beat his ass. Then he started waterboarding King Kong. He started waterboarding him. And the next thing you know, what was it? They had to, like sometimes when all the baby faces got to come run out from the back to save the lead baby. That was the humans. The humans came in, like, oh no, we gotta save him. Get him. And then Godzilla was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna be back. And then they take Kong elsewhere. And then they give Kong something else. They let him fight some other random monsters. He almost gets clapped down in the center of the earth, but then he comes back. And he gets the axe. So now we having a no DQ match. No referee falls count anywhere. Dude, was this not a WWE motherfucking pay-per-view? Was not a WWE? This was wrong.
It went from that PlayStation SmackDown game to WCW Backstage Assault. Like, but that's the one thing that a lot of my homeboys, because I think they would kill me if I didn't bring this fact up. But it's what you said. He was just recently knocked out. He chained up on this boat against 100.
he was depressed too. We gotta remember he was depressed as well.
Okay, going against a Godzilla that's at 100% optimum efficiency. Y'all doing something up here, and I don't like it. I want smoke. So, of course, you know, it got in from that point on. Godzilla had been, well, not Godzilla, but Kong had been fighting the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Kong had been throwing hands the entire movie. Mm-hmm. Godzilla got to fight for a few seconds, scream, holler.
And then dip. But no, here's what I love though. Like Godzilla was like, if your girl find out you cheating, and she know you cheating, but she got all the evidence in the world that you cheating, but she want the confession. That was Godzilla pulling up on Apex. Godzilla's like, I know y'all got some shit in here. I done seen it.
Yeah.
But I want y'all to confess. Mm-hmm. But no, they take King Kong. King Kong gets the axe. They get the no DQ match in the middle of the streets. But here's, I think it was in Hong Kong. And what happens is in this match, because now King Kong he's not fresh. He's still not fresh. Yeah. Godzilla, not fresh either, but he's fresher than King Kong. Godzilla comes in and, dude, you know what it remind me, you ever play SmackDown versus Raw against another person and they just as good at countering finishers as you are? Mm-hmm. And, like, y'all just be sitting here trading and revert. Like, that was a whole match because Godzilla stayed coming with that breath weapon. He get ready to, and then King Kong be like, bam, counter. Bang,
I'm gonna tell you what this shit felt like. Do you remember... I hope a lot of you all remember this. It was SmackDown versus Raw 2006. It was the one where you had the okay, well, we ain't even gotta do that. We can go to the old No Mercy and shit like that. Remember when you had your special? Your meter was blinking all over the place, and you only had a couple seconds to get your special off. Then your homeboy that you was playing was sorry and was garbage. So he got out the ring and just ran around that motherfucker until his special ran out.
That's what he did.
That's what Godzilla did.
Yeah.
He would put hands on Kong. Then he realized Kong had special ready. He went in the water and swam his ass.
Well, he's like,
he hit that water on him. He hit that water on him. So,
look, but here's the thing I loved about it though is with Godzilla, like just a true wrestling fashion. Mm-hmm. King Kong gets injured.
Yeah.
And Godzilla hones in on the motherfucker. He's like, oh, your shoulder fucked up. Oh, let me hit that shoulder a few more times. And then, like, I can hear right now, Jim Ross and King is like, oh no, he's going after the, remember DDP in WCW, he had the taped up ribs? Mm-hmm. That's what it was like. It's like, oh no, he's going after DDP's taped up ribs. Oh no, oh the debacle, oh the goddamn outsiders, get him out of here, goddamn it, this is bullshit.
I like how Godzilla basically turned into a fucking Meowth, because when he started fighting Kong, that motherfucker just started doing fury swipes on him. He just started scratching shit out of his chest.
Oh, but no, what I love about it though is that every time Godzilla got in Kong's face, he put that foot down on guy's face, he put that yell on him, he was like, King Kong.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think, and I had to tell one of my friends this, I said, Kong wasn't coming back from that the whole movie. When Godzilla put his foot on him and said, look at these gators, look at these atomic breath now and later gators. It was over for him at that point.
Look, wait a minute. Why Godzilla turned into The Rock? Godzilla had to talk about, you see, I got on this $1,000 shirt, $800 shoes.
Could you imagine if like Godzilla did that rock leg twitch before he kicked him? Before he put that foot on him? Look at you do that.
Look, wait a minute. I know y'all remember this shit. Remember when he hit Bulldog with the people's elbow in the Gators?
Yes, and he slid. And he slid. Right.
He's like, bam. I was like, dude, if he'd have done that, I'd have fell the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'd have fell the fuck out. But no, okay, so Kong is defeated. This man is literally they had to pull the stretcher out for him. He's been taken to he's taken to the back. We're getting regular updates from JR and the King.
Yeah.
That Kong is in unstable condition. He is no longer cleared to compete. Next thing you know, we get a plot point from Godzilla, King of all monsters, where one of the severed heads of King Ghidorah, Monster Zero, as they call him in this movie, they call him more by Monster Zero than anything else. One of the heads that they kept, that Charles Dance's character from the second movie, they've outfitted his head. It's got this telepathic connection. They bring in this guy named Ren, who is supposed to be able to control it. He's supposed to be able to pilot this Mecha Godzilla that they've created. And the thing that you expect to happen in a situation like this happens. Because when dude was sitting there talking spicy, talking that bullshit, talking about some, oh, yeah, I made my own King of all monsters. I made my own Apex Predator. I made my own. I was
waiting on the other shoe to drop on that one. Yeah.
Dude, look, did you notice how like the Mecha Godzilla was sitting over here looking like this, and he was just like. He turned and looked at that motherfucker. And then he just started blasting. And the next thing you know, Mecha Godzilla comes out the gate swing because, of course, this is actually King Ghidorah. This King Ghidorah's Monster Zero really in there. So this is technically round 2, technically round 3. Really gonna be honest about it. And Mecha Godzilla is beating brakes off Godzilla. Because Godzilla wasn't fresh no more. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Godzilla took that L.
Because you have to think, like, Kong had been fighting the whole movie, and then they put this motherfucker in the freezer real quick, saying he can't live out there. Then they ship him somewhere else where it's like, well, you had all this power before, and then we put it in the Stormbreaker. So he was nerfed off rip anyway. And then we go to Megazordzilla versus Godzilla, and Godzilla just gets the high C fruit punch beat out of his ass, and just like
I'm talking. They squeeze real orange juice out that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. They squeezed that blue Kool-Aid out of that boy. Woo, he got his ass tore up.
Look. Look. They literally was like beat his ass. But here's the thing I loved about it. Because Mecha Godzilla literally came out the gate with he had the rocket Superman punch.
Yeah.
Motherfucker had the tail. He was hitting that motherfucker with the Omega beams. Yeah. Look. And it's like, somebody said, let's be fair, Kong beat Godzilla one time. He didn't beat that motherfucker no time, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, he did. I think the one thing everyone said, that final score was 2-1 Godzilla. It was 2-1. He beat him in Hong Kong.
Well, you talking about like the same place where Godzilla put the foot on his chest?
Well, that was
the same.
Round
It was one long fight. That was one long fight.
Yeah.
Like Kong smacked the fuck out of Godzilla, and they took
even when they fought on the boat, almost like Kong got in his ass.
Well, yeah, Kong got in his ass, but he got drowned. That motherfucker got drowned. Godzilla was like, no. Get your ass down here, motherfucker. You in my element now. Hold on. Get your ass down in this motherfucker.
But yeah, I think the final score was 2-1. It was 2-1.
I'll give you 2. I tell you what. We'll say the Hong Kong match was a double match. That was an Iron Man. We'll say this is one long Iron Man match.
Iron Man.
Look, this was an Iron Man match with no DQ, falls count anywhere. This is like that AEW street fight. That's what was going on. But but no, so I'll give you that. But the thing is, Kong is laid up. He's still back there. they got the tape. He got taped up ribs. He got the shoulder. He got the tape on his shoulder with the WWE logos on it. This motherfucker, he's sitting here. He got the doctor like moving his foot back and forward. And he got the TV screen on, but he ain't looking at it dead on. He looking at it from the side. He like looking at like the TV right here. He ain't in front of the motherfucker. TV over here, but he's standing next to the TV while the doctor working his foot, because that's how wrestlers watch TV. And then Alexander Skarsgård shows up and takes the ship that they use to get to the center of the earth and basically turn that motherfucker into a giant defibrillator and shocks the energy right back into Kong. This is actually a throwback to King Kong versus Godzilla 1962.
Okay.
Because in that movie, remember, Kong would bite onto the power lines. He'd be like, he'd get the power back. So this motherfucker come back with Stormbreaker. Godzilla literally said,
You gotta go back. You gotta go back. I think this is when he got the defibrillator put on him, when he got resuscitated. I think that was when he remembered how how he was before he got turned into the Kong. So I think that was when he remembered his life before that, when he was human, when he was he was Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon. Cause that's when he popped that arm back in on that building and shit like that. Cause I'm like, ain't no goddamn gorilla gonna do some shit like that. Dude. That's Mel Gibson. That's Mel Gibson. That motherfucker did not die in Expendables 3 when Stallone killed him. He got turned to a big ass gorilla man. Mel Gibson got turned into Mighty Joe Young. Cause what monkey you know are fucked up and
But no, here's the thing that messed me up though. Here's the thing that messed me up about that though. Well, cause I feel like somebody should have came around and be like, Riggs. That's why I was waiting on that. But no, King Kong comes in. He comes from the back, and JR and the King lose their mind. By God, business is about to pick up. It's a slobber knocker. God damn it. And next thing you know, they are like, King Kong's getting there. He's actually kind of digging into Mechagodzilla's ass because he's freshened up. He's got newfound energy. So he's able to put some paws on him. But they end up having to work together because little girl told Kong, she was like, Godzilla's not the enemy. Mechagodzilla's the enemy. You need to help Godzilla. King Kong, like, I don't want to help that motherfucker. Fuck that motherfucker. He fucked my shoulder up.
That was funny. Because he really did look at that little girl and then he said, man, fuck him.
Man, fuck that motherfucker.
He really looked at that little girl like, you got me. Like, I listened to you and got put in that damn snowy spot anyway.
Right.
And now you want me to help this thing?
Look, wait a minute. Here's the thing I'm laughing at though. Why is it when Mechagodzilla came out, why did I feel like if they would have played Kane's theme music, that shit would have hit? They'd be like, wow, wow, wow.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Had that fire like got like Mechagodzilla's walking like boo!
Man.
I'd have fell the fuck out. Oh,
God. Oh, God.
Hey, I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Oh,
But
God.
no, they come together, though, and they wind up beating Mechagodzilla. But one of the things I love that happened is that Mechagodzilla did a callback to the first Godzilla. The 2014 joint, where he was ripping Godzilla's mouth up. He was getting ready to put that Omega beam down his throat, just like he did the Mutos. Yeah. I was like, dude, Godzilla about to catch. He about to catch it. He about to catch this shit. God damn it.
Yeah, because I said that was because a lot of my friends, they didn't realize. They were like, damn, how you know to do that? I said that was a callback to the first Godzilla movie with Bryan Cranston and stuff, because that's how Godzilla, because that was actually Kronk. That was the best part of that damn movie when Godzilla did that in that movie. So I'm like, damn.
Oh, yeah, he was just like,
yeah. But I really feel like these monsters got to have some human part of them for Kong to pop that arm back in, for Godzilla to realize he was getting sprung on and see that axe and have the wherewithal to be like, hey,
he's like, be you.
we right here.
Wait, because
do it. I'm finna.
How did King Kong and Godzilla set up 3D like that? look, straight from Monsterville.
Oh God!
Look, got King Kong out here talking about some testify.
Oh God!
Man, Godzilla like, ooh, let me blow some breath on the axe real quick. I fucking died off that shit. I'm sorry, I died off that.
Yeah.
Like all that said though, after the fight's over, they defeat Mechagodzilla, whatever. And then
don't say they. Don't say they.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Give Kong his flowers. Don't say they.
I'll get. To be fair. Truth be told, Kong actually did pretty much solo Mechagodzilla for the most part. So yeah, I'll give you that one. But the thing I thought was funny about it is that once it was all said and done, I love how Godzilla was back up and ready to fight again. That motherfucker was like, "We doing this?" And Kong was just like, nah. Threw the axe down and walked off.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Samurai Champloo.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got all this shit happening with Mugen and Jin, and then they're both damn near dead at this point. And then it looked like they finally finna get this. They finally finna settle up what we've been wanting to see the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, man, fuck it. And they just go their separate ways. That was the first thing that came to mind when I saw
it. They said, nah, I got to get out of here. I mean, I will say this. Say what you will about the movie, the human element, all that other stuff, the booking of the movie as regards to the monster fights. I will say, I think I probably had I think it's a fair assumption that I probably had a bit more fun with this than you did, because I didn't take this movie seriously at all. Like I was just like, this is some WWE shit. I started treating it as such, but it definitely, like, the human parts I felt dragged the movie down. I will say I appreciated that they didn't wait too long to get to some action. I think within about 30 minutes, you started getting towards, okay, now we're doing something. But, like, which is about par for the course with these types of movies. That's usually about how it is. You get usually, even in a normal Godzilla movie, even the Japanese ones, you're usually about an hour in before you really get into anything, like, serious. You might get a little dose of something, like, earlier on, but it ain't be anything, like, too big. But I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it. Would I watch it again? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd probably put it on the background. While I'm doing other shit.
I'm just waiting for with it coming out on HBO Max. Honestly, I'm waiting for that one person, because you know that one person is gonna do it, where they just make a compilation of just all the fights, and I'm just gonna favorite that video on YouTube, because that'll probably be the only thing I fucking watch.
Yeah, I mean the fights. I mean, honestly, that's like, okay. Let's be real here. That's the only thing anybody came to see. That's only, like, so yeah, I would probably do the same. But yeah, it's messed up. I wish it could have been more interesting. I feel like they could have made the human parts more interesting, but they were so busy trying to have this ensemble cast. The same problem that the Transformers movies always had is, like, we got to have 80 million human characters in this movie and 5 robots. It's like, no. Yeah. Do the reverse. Have, like, maybe three or 4 human characters you focus on, and have, like, 20 robots. Because that's what I came to see. I didn't see like, I used to, this joke probably doesn't age very well now, but I remember when the Michael Bay movies first came out, I was like, I didn't come to see the Transhumans movies. I wanted the Transformers. That's what I wanted. I didn't come to see a bunch of regular ass people talking.
Creek Evil is in the chat, because I know we got to catch up with some super chat. But Creek Evil is saying, I love the fights, but I've seen porn with a better plot. God,
dude, I look. Okay, first off, and you ain't even got to try hard on that one. You could literally have the shit like the casting couch porn where motherfuckers say, so you want to be in movies?
Hey, leave
And
me
the girl
alone.
will be
I
like,
just think Casting Couch was legit. I'm like, damn, they really finna talk these girls into smashing. Like, I don't know why. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me.
the Bang Bus used to have better plots than what this shit had. And they were
I
just
hated
picking
when I was
girls
young.
up.
Dude, I hated when I was young and so stupid that I thought that shit was legit. So I can go to Florida and wave down a bus and just smash.
Right? Oh, Lord. Hey, what's up, Professor Bill? How you doing, pimp? Y'all go check out my homie, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, man. Y'all go check out my homie. Hell yeah. But no, me personally, I would have rather they given me a little bit more. Like, I don't hate the human characters as much, but it's just like, I just wasn't interested in it. Like, I was like, all right, move on. I want to get me, like, either like, if they would have pared the cast down, I feel like you could have given any one of those, like, 2 or 3 characters more of an opportunity to, like, okay, if you really, really, really wanted to, like, throw down on, like, a few characters, here's what I would have done. This is what I'd done. I'd said, either keep Kyle Chandler's character, Mark Russell, keep Millie Bobby Brown, because, like, we know these 2 characters from the previous movie, so you don't have to big them up any at all. You have to big them up. We already know who they are. You could have kept Julian Dennison. I'd have been fine with that. I didn't need Alexander Skarsgård. I didn't need Rebecca Hall. I didn't need... even though I was glad to see Lance Reddick and Akeem Kai Kazim get work, I love to see these brothers get work, but they didn't have shit to do other than stand there and be black folks in the room. They didn't give the motherfuckers shit to... Look, Lance Reddick just sitting there just like... Do you think we should shoot? No? Okay, cool. Look, and then my boy Hakeem, you know Hakeem from Black Sails, that brother, he ain't do shit. He just sat there, just like, we gonna shoot. That's it? That's why you gonna get us, motherfucker? See, y'all don't know.
That was King of the Slaves right there, man. That's King of the Slaves, man.
Man, right?
I've been watching it's funny you said that. I've been watching a lot more Black Sails clip recently. I think I'm gonna rewatch that series.
Dude, that series is lit. I actually my wife never finished it, so I think we're gonna go, like, after she gets done with Walking Dead, we're gonna go back and watch Black Sails, because that show is lit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fuck what you heard. The show is lit. It lit. But no, so yeah, fine. Yeah, so I guess it's safe to say if you had to give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, I think it sounds like you'd give it a thumbs down.
I would. I mean, it's a red box. It's a red box. It's a red box. Movie.
It's alright. It's alright.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say for a lot of these movies. I don't think there is one Godzilla movie that you would buy and you would just pull that motherfucker off the shelf, just watch it on the regular. I think more so, especially with the American films, they're good rentals. I mean, I'm happy it was on HBO Max because it did what it was supposed to. I was actually having a conversation with someone earlier, and I'm like, I wonder how much money that movie lost. Because that is a popcorn movie. That is a movie theater on the weekend. Take your date and then get some in the seats action. Because seeing that shit on HBO Max, you're not watching that movie again, man. I said, but because I saw the trailer for the new Space Jam early this morning. I'm like, I wonder how much money that shit lost, because that and Godzilla versus Kong, ain't nobody watching y'all ass again.
Actually, you know what? I can make a case. I actually can make a case for. Well, we'll talk about that when we get to it. We got some trailers to look at, but I can definitely say, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm gonna give this movie a little bit more praise than I think what you're gonna give is because I watched this with my kid, and my daughter, who is 5 years old, going on 6 this year, she has a very, very laid out way that she watches movies that she didn't pick. She will feign disinterest for like the first half of the movie. She will act like she could not care less about what we are watching. Like we'll be sitting there like talking about shit that's going on in the movie, like, oh man, dude, look at that, look at this, look at that, and she'll just be like, that's how my daughter do me. But then when King Kong and Godzilla got to scrapping, oh, she was in. She was in. Like, that made her, not that she was before, like, she kind of knew, she knew who King Kong and Godzilla were. Like, she's seen some of the movies before, but she never really had, like, she saw them a little bit when she was a little bit younger and didn't really, like, process or absorb it as much as she can now. And now she's got more of an interest in, like, what's going on with those characters. So if anything, this has opened the door up where I can say, hey, you want to watch Godzilla versus, King Ghidorah, you want to watch Godzilla versus Gigan, you want to watch, King Kong, this, that, and the other. She's going to be a lot more receptive, to that now.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's the one thing I can definitely say about it. Like, I didn't hate the movie. I probably won't watch it again. At least not. I won't be in any hurry to watch it. But I had a decent time with it while I was watching it. So I'll say that much. Let's keep it moving on because we got some super chats here we got to talk about.
Yes.
Because I know we got some that I missed. From before. Let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my. How far back can I go? How far back is it gonna let me go? I tell you what, we're gonna go.
You stopped on Black Atlantean. You didn't do Black Atlantean. I'll tell you that.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So this is what Black Atlantean says with the $4.99 super chat says, my boy Kong was like Stone Cold when he wrestled Bret Hart. He just didn't know when to tap. Shakes my head. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I did see that shit. I was like, man, blood from a stone, man. Lord. Everybody had that shirt. Everybody had that shirt back then with Stone Cold and blood running down his face. Dude, I want to go back and watch that match again. Lord. Ed Boy to Cub with the $5 super chat says, Godzilla whopped Kong so bad he needed Hollow Earth witness protection. Plot was non-existent, but who watched this for the plot? This is true. I did not watch it for the plot. I did not. I came to see a fight. Is what I came to see. Maurice E with the $9.99 super chat says, hi Blerd, hi Carter. Godzilla versus Kong was awesome. I'm satisfied with the winner. Did you notice when Zilla popped Kong in the back with his breath? You can see on Zilla's face, ha! Gotcha, bitch. I just call what Trey said. The Mudos are turning people gay.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, dude. Did I ever send you that video that I found? It was the one where somebody took Alex Jones and superimposed him into Dead by Daylight.
I don't want to see that.
Like, you know how when people be hanging out at the exit gate waiting on the killer to come? And it was a video where, like, they showed, like, someone hanging out the exit gate and they were teabagging. And Alex Jones walked up and he's like, hey, you, get back. And it showed him, like, running after him. Dude, I fell the fuck out.
I think you did send me that. I think you did send me that.
I fucking died off that shit. Oh, goddamn. Anyway, Jason Davis with $5 super chat says, I'd never seen Godzilla crawl on his hands. Once he got down, Kong was on the ropes. Dude, actually, there was at one point, I remember, I think Kong had lost track of Godzilla, and Godzilla was slick sneaking. I was dying off that shit because he was, like, crawling on all fours. Like, kind of like, it was almost like a throwback to the 97, 98 Godzilla? Or was it 99 or 2000, the American version where Godzilla was
that was the 2000 one. Yeah, don't bring that movie up, man. Don't bring that movie up.
You mean Jurassic Godzilla? There you go. Anyway, that movie, I dare you, go back and watch that movie. That movie has almost the exact same plot as Jurassic Park. I promise you.
No,
but no, but he got down on all fours and was crawling around like he was sneaky. I was like, dude, you too big to be sneaking.
I just started thinking of that Family Guy shit. Like, I just thought about, like, Godzilla just being like, just sneaking up on Kong, man.
Dude, look, wait. Did he do the like Peter Griffin do where he started, like, shaking, like, scrubbed his feet on the floor and then shocked the shit out of him?
Oh, God.
William Bray with the $4.99 super chat. Didn't even say anything. Just dropping some love. I appreciate it.
Hey, appreciate it.
Absolute Venom with the $4.99 super chat says, tell me why Godzilla was Goku with spamming the atomic breath Kamehameha, Mechagodzilla was Cell, and Kong was Vegeta with the messed up left arm. Dude. I'm done with y'all, man. I'm through with y'all. Goddamn it. Y'all ain't shit. So Elijah Bell with the $4.99 super chat says the good Reverend Zilla and Deacon Kong coming to anoint. Dude,
Oh,
okay,
God.
this is what I want. I tell you what you want. If you make it, I know they're gonna make a sequel to this shit. They're gonna make a sequel. If you make a sequel to this is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to do it, I don't want them to have to fight
Yeah.
again. I don't want them to fight each other again. I want them motherfuckers to actually have to
Yeah.
come together to whoop some. Like, I want Godzilla to pull up on Monster Island and just look and just be like, "Yo, Kong, I need you out here in these streets." And Kong like, "No." And then Godzilla's like, "You know they made one of me? They got one of you too now." And Kong look at me like, and then they gotta go in. It'd be Godzilla and King Kong. Look, it'd be a tag. Look, Teddy Long then come out and says, "Hold on a minute, player." I'm
dude. I would
booking a tag team match.
No. Oh God.
It's gonna be King Kong and Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla
Here it comes.
and Mecha King Kong. Look, we call them the Mecha Boys.
Well, I thought you were gonna say the Undertaker. I was gonna lead the call. I thought you were gonna say the Undertaker. I swear to God, I was gonna lead the call.
Oh goddamn!
I don't
Lord.
know. If they do a sequel to this, I would just want to see them fight. I would want Godzilla to pull up like Debo and next Friday and be like, "Hey, Kong, this is the rematch." Like that's what I want to see.
Oh goddamn! I'd be here for it, but I don't know how they'll do it. I don't want to see them fight again. I want to because I'm one of those people. I don't need to see the fight again. I already seen the fight once. Cool. All right, we got a winner, or we got a whatever. Now can we get back? I want to see these motherfuckers beat the fruit juice out of somebody else. Like have Gigan show up and like with the motherfucking hook arms and the saw blade in his chest and give me some shit like that I'll mark out for some shit like that. Be like, oh dude, they about to beat the fruit juice out this motherfucker. Let's go. Jason Mitchell with a $5 super chat says, "Why does Godzilla's eyes glow now? Must be for the purpose of selling toys. They should have gave a reason." The reason why the director of the movie, I believe, kind of said something a little bit into that respect. Basically, that they wanted to big up his atomic breath and make it seem like a more significant thing. Like,
That was gonna be hard for them to do, seeing as how somebody said it in the chat, but that motherfucker spammed it like Sonic Boom's in the corner.
Dude, look, Tiger!
Oh God.
Tiger uppercut! Tiger! Dude, I was like, dude, Lord. I was like, this motherfucker, he shot that atomic breath at least 40 times.
Man.
Two's one with the $5 super chat says, realistically, Kong and Godzilla will probably team up and then take out humanity, which would be a much more interesting movie. Dude, if they did, I would fall the fuck out. I would fall the fuck out. Look, I saw somebody bring a Batista. Can we have King Kong come out to Batista's music and have that motherfucker do the boom? That's all I want. And have Godzilla come out to have Kong come out with the break the walls down.
Oh God.
No. Oh wait, he can't come out to that anymore. He's gonna come out to Judas. Look, the whole crowd will be singing it too. They'll be, Judas in my mind.
Oh God.
But no, anyway, that's all the King Kong Godzilla talk. We're done talking about King Kong Godzilla. Let's put the motherfuckers to bed. Carter, are you ready to take a look at some trailers? You brought up Space Jam a minute ago. Let's take a look at Space Jam.
Mm-hmm. Ready Player One, Part 2, starring a wooden LeBron James.
Dude, okay. First off, I'm gonna need you to get out of my head because that's totally what I was told. Get out of my fucking head, sir.
Man, we got the same Iron Giant cameo and everything. Like,
dude, okay, look, real talk. Can we keep it? Can we just keep it a buck? Can we just keep it a buck here? So the setup on this movie, Space Jam, is that LeBron James' son
Terrible dad.
Right? Look, LeBron James, like his kid, like, look, man, I don't want to play no goddamn basketball. I ain't trying to. He's like, look, man, I'm just out here just trying to do shit, man. And LeBron, like, no, man, I can elevate your game, man, get you to the championship. First off, LeBron, calm down. Calm down. That's not true. That's not true. But so they basically, here, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Here, let's do this shit. Hold on. I got the trailer queued up. Here, let's.
Panini Press. I mean, it's not my fault that LeBron James is about as wooden as this table that this computer on in this movie. It'd be bad enough you call him King James. Like, I'm not going to call another man King. Nothing. Like, no. I'm not going to call him King. I never wanted to be like Mike. I mean,
Lord,
at the very least, the bare minimum, okay, I wanted to be Little Penny because Little Penny got to sit in the car with Tyra Banks. I bet y'all don't remember them damn commercials because I just showed my age just then.
Ooh, Tyra Banks. Dude, I forgot about that shit.
Well, that was prime Tyra. Jesus Christ.
Lord.
I can't even say prime Tyra because Tyra Banks still looks good now.
Oh, no, Tyra can get it. Shit. How old is Tyra? How old is Tyra
You can't
Banks
say that.
right
You
now?
married, sir. You married, sir. I bet your wife is in the background somewhere loading the pistol.
Nah, look, she know. Look,
She know.
She know. Look, Let's see, Tyra Banks. How old is Tyra Banks right now? That woman is 47 years old. Lord have mercy. Get me out of here.
R. Kelly, there you go. Little Penny, stop the car. That's Tyra Banks, fool. Yes, I remember that commercial. Commercial.
Yes. Oh my God.
He said, I'm married and I can window shop all damn day.
Dude, yes I can. I have permission.
Oh,
my
God.
wife, my wife know I be looking. She know. I be telling her. Because she be looking too.
Y'all some freaks, man. Here, man. This is what I came back to.
Look, this man said, man, I was better off fighting them Caucasian Foot Clan soldiers.
we got another $5 super chat from Poetry Media. I appreciate that, man. Black sales is my ish. I live for John Silver's WTF expressions. Glad to see you back, Carter. Solidarity Blerd. Thank you. Good to be back.
That's my guy right there, man. Sand Cove's Embrace. Y'all go check it out. God damn it. Number 2. Let's see. We are going to, first off, the Church of Black Sales. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Gotta do that shit.
Look, But, dude, thank you so much, man. That's my homie right there, though, for real, y'all. Dude. All day, every day here, man. First off, man, salute to the king, man. Salute to the king. Woo! That cherry Dr. Pepper. But let's get into this trailer right quick. We're gonna play this bad boy. And here, oh man, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see.
Basketball camp is next weekend. You got amazing potential on the court, and I can help you get there.
That's not what I want, Dad. You never let me do what I want to do. You never let me.
The mailman said, "Don't get entangled."
Oh Lord! Look. Here's my thing, though.
I gotta deal with this.
They is some like Matrix shit.
What in the Matrix?
I was not expecting evil Don Cheadle in this movie.
Me neither.
I was not expecting LeBron to look so ugly when he was fake falling in the Looney Tune land.
Dude. I mean, look at this shit. Okay. Don Cheadle basically like, no, you gonna play me in some basketball. He probably refused to give him an autograph.
The only way you're getting your son back is if you and I play a little basketball. Pete, send this clown to the rejects.
And then sent this fool to Toontown. So basically, this is the plot to Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet. And they fix this fool's hairline.
What's up, Doc?
need to assemble an elite team.
Wait.
Give my son back.
This dude think he gonna get Superman to play some basketball.
Boy said Gandalf and everything. Lord. Well, did you realize when LeBron was falling in Looney Tune Land, he fell through the Game of Thrones credits?
Yep, I saw that shit, dude. Love it. Look, we got the.
Welcome to
Yeah, and that's Drogon right there.
Yeah.
And that's the real King Kong. Oh, Falcon and the Winter Soldier in this.
Oh, God.
Dude, the Human Torch. What?
You gotta win this game.
Let's end this.
And get
Wait.
our son back.
Did you catch this shit? Wait a minute. I love how Lola Bunny winked at the audience like, you know, y'all can still fap to me.
Ugh. I like how LeBron got cabin in the woods right there, and we tried to dunk that.
Bruh. Dude. Granny out here.
Oh yeah, Granny went bullshit.
Oh no. So Granny out here. So okay, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. Space Jam. Ready Player One edition. So basically, yeah, the whole plot of this is that LeBron and his son get sent to this basically they get sent to the internet. They get sent to the internet. That's basically what it is. But Don Cheadle basically holding the kid hostage. Probably because he wants an autograph, couldn't get the autograph, so now he's like, oh no, you disrespected me, so now you gotta play me. You gotta play me at street hoops, motherfucker. That's what it is now. And then this dude that called in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that called in motherfucking Human Torch, and Anansi the Spider, and Medusa. I don't know if these are actually their names, I'm just being flippant. I'm just being flippant. But no, here's what I love though here. I wanna go back a little bit. With old boy right here, this shit right here, like the look on old boy face right there. Look on old boy face, he like, excuse me? That was me when I saw the trailer. That was me right there. That's the audience right now. Look at this trailer like, y'all serious? Y'all for real about to do this? Okay, cool. All right. y'all for real about to go all in on this. But no, Carter, what do you think this is gonna be something? You think it's gonna be anything? Oh, wait, I can't hear you. Oh, there you
said basically if my son was in LA with me, this would be getting watched. The only saving grace I will when David told Yosemite said to shoot the ball, and he pulled the pistols out, and it's lovely.
That man said, "All right, cool." I was like, Lord.
When he let a few off, I'm like, okay, but yeah, this is blatantly Ready Player One, because I'm like, what the fuck did the Flintstones and all these other random ass people have to do with the game?
Well, it's all these Warner Brothers properties, pretty much. Like things that Warner Brothers. That's why they can put Game of Thrones. Like you see here, where it's like, all right, you got like the Iron Giant Drogon from Game of Thrones is like coming down from the rafters like he's Sting or some shit.
Yeah.
With the baseball bat. And then
Dude,
they got motherfucking Magilla Gorilla and Captain Caveman.
Yeah. You know what? Vampire Hunter Greg, he basically hit the nail on the head. This looks like a fun family movie.
Yeah,
but my family is not here with me. I'm in LA by my lonesome. So I'm gonna stay on this Switch and this Breath of the Wild while Ernie has to watch that movie because here's the thing.
Oh, dude.
There's enough shit in that movie to where children are gonna want to see repeat viewings. I had to go through this shit with my niece with Bring It On. Okay, I ain't got nobody up here, so I ain't got to watch shit. I could skip and fast forward through that movie and be well and good. I'm not like Ernie. Ernie got to watch this shit whenever Lil Cersei says it, especially with Lola on there. She sees Lola hit 1-3. It's a wrap.
Oh yeah,
It's
she
a
want to play
wrap.
basketball. She don't want to play basketball. She'll be like, oh no, I want to go hoop. I'm trying to hoop, daddy.
All this partner push on Twitch is finna get thrown at the goddamn window because you finna have to help your baby girl dunk on somebody. Okay.
Look, she gonna be like, wait a minute. She's like, you know your stream canceled tonight, right?
Man.
I got basketball practice.
She ain't even gonna say that. You just gonna hear, and you're not gonna know what that noise is. You look around and it's just her just slowly dribbling.
Look, she'll be doing a little like between the leg. You trying to get this? She's like, you trying to get work?
You remember that old Nike commercial where they were dribbling to the beat and shit? Boom.
Yeah.
Boom,
Oh yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Oh my God. Lord.
But okay, when it comes to my opinion on it, I mean, I remember when this movie was just a rumor.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I remember.
Because this was a rumor for a long time that this was actually going to come to fruition. So, I mean, I'm old now, so I don't have to watch this fucking movie.
Nah, I don't either.
More power to the parents and the uncles and the aunties that have to watch this movie. I ain't got to watch nothing. When this shit come out, I'm going to turn right back over in bed.
Look, I'm going to tell my daughter, I'll be like, look, you better turn on Raya and the Last Dragon one more time.
R. Kelly, as a fellow uncle with a niece who was obsessed with that movie, I say, burr, it's cold in here. There must be some clovers in the atmosphere. I'm right there with you.
Oh, Lord.
I am right there with you. I know too many lines, word for word, of fucking Bring It On. And I don't like telling nobody, okay?
Dude.
I don't like that these are spirit fingers. And these... Oh, like I hate that I know so much shit from Bring It On. I hate that I know so much shit from the original Bring It On. Okay, but yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that with Space Jam. I ain't doing that with Space Jam. Nah.
Dude, was Elijah Bell with the 499 super chat says super granny is coming to make sure you eat your veggies. Look, I'm just saying, man. I just
you
want
gonna
to know
catch
how
smoke.
Granny. Look, Granny. Look, y'all better be careful because you know Granny packed that pistol.
Is it wrong? Is it horrible? Am I a horrible person? That when I saw Granny do all that, I wondered what would happen if Flex flexed the wrong muscle on Granny.
Lord, This man said if Flex Mentalo flexed the wrong muscle. Oh, Lord, Anyway, Tubes won with $5 super chat. Leave the button on your ass. Hold on.
Danger.
Tubes once said I wrote an essay on why Space Jam is my favorite movie in order to get into film school, and this feels like a slap in the face. Backhanded, Lord.
Well, Tube, this movie ain't for you though. That's what a lot of people don't realize with a lot of these films. Like this Space Jam ain't for you. Number one, you owe the motherfucker down. Okay, this is not our movie. Just like when people complain about Sonic the Hedgehog, that ain't y'all movie. It's the babies now.
That's for the babies.
They're just going. When we were all younger, we used to have old heads telling us that this shit's just a repeating pattern. Y'all gonna do the same shit we doing. That's basically what's happening. That's basically what this is.
Like, I remember growing up and, like, being into, like, certain movies and TV shows, and my mother would be the first to be like, they've been done that before. Like, they've been done that before. Like, this is old. This is some old shit they just brought back. And I'm like, no, it ain't. And they'd be like, oh, shit, yeah, it was. Let's keep it pushing. Jason Mitchell with the $5 super chat says, I want to call CPS for that poor child who's on the front line. I assume they're talking about King Kong, or Godzilla versus King Kong. The little girl that was on the front line. We've already talked about Godzilla versus King Kong ad nauseum, but I do agree. I thought it was kind of oddly
you should get real mad at this. You should get mad at this $20 super chat we just got from Dark Man.
Oh Lord! Oh my God! I thought we were done. Oh my God! Okay.
Nah, because This super chat actually brings up a really good point. G
Okay.
versus K had me and the wife feeling old. Wife was like, why are they fighting in Taiwan? Look at all that property damage. I'm like, hope they can get socialized medicine now. Here's my thing. For all you people,
God damn it.
for all you people that were complaining about all this violence and death and destruction in those Snyder movies, I didn't hear not one of y'all complaining about Godzilla and Kong. Godzilla,
Fucking the whole city up.
Kong using buildings as fucking monkey bars, and y'all didn't say nothing. Who would you cast to play a live action Jessica Rabbit? Jessica Chastain, because the chest is A1. The chest is A1. And so are the lips. Only thing with Jessica Chastain is she got that double chin action, but I'm fine with that. That's okay.
I mean,
That's
she
fine.
good. She good. Like, look, let her be great. Hell, you can get Christina Hendricks if you really want to. Shit.
Oh Lord, I forgot about Christina Hendricks.
Yeah. Bad Girls or whatever the fuck the name of the show.
He said bad girl. It's good girls, Ernie. God
Oh,
damn.
Good Girls. Oh. So I take it. I take it you are a connoisseur.
No, I'm just saying, yo ass probably thinking the Bad Girls Club and just says.
I mean, well, here's the fucked up part. I've actually watched 2 seasons of the show, and I still don't ever remember the name. I'll be like, whenever me and my wife talk about, like, yeah, what's that show? The Girls. Yeah, the Girls. That's what we call it. The Good Girls, Bad Girls, kind of okay girls. Yeah, whatever it is.
No, you didn't. Behold, fam saying Don Cheadle is playing Mouse from Devil in the Blue Dress again. He been.
Man, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. What do you think about changing Superman to Super Clark, or is that April Fool's joke? I have not heard anything of that. I'm assuming it's a joke. I'm
Come on
gonna
now.
just
Yeah, I gotta
assume that's a
realize.
joke.
Come on now.
Well, you know, Clark is the strongest version of Superman.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
joking. Conway Burkdog with the $4.99 super chat says, glad my daughter likes King Kong, but my sons will love this movie. Shakes my head. Gonna be a wild summer. I mean, I think so. I mean, here's the thing though. As we go, we're gonna see. I mean, this is kind of the future right now. We're for the foreseeable future. We're gonna be getting these movies on streaming services. Even Black Widow now has kind of had to kowtow to the ongoing pandemic and have to release. They're gonna release in theaters, but they're gonna be releasing on Disney Plus as well.
And still don't want to watch it.
Lord. Anyway,
Still don't give a fuck to watch that movie.
hey, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the motherfucker. But I got faith in it. Plus, I mean, shit. I can't sit here and be like, man, I wish they put Taskmaster in a movie, and then they finally put Taskmaster in a movie, and then I don't go see it. That makes me just as bad as the motherfuckers we roasted when we were talking about Dredd. And motherfuckers like, man, I wish they'd made a Dredd sequel, but the motherfuckers didn't go see Dredd when it was in theaters. They hit the bootleg, and it was like, nah, fuck it. They didn't buy the Blu-ray when it came out either. But no, I'm gonna go see it because I want. Speaking of, is kind of our next thing. Is oddly enough Black Widow, because they did release a new trailer for it. Here, real quick before we jump in that, I did want to address the super chat. Denzel Cunningham with the $5 super chat. So I want to see someone bring back Highlander because it needs a remake. They've been trying for a while and it has failed at every turn. Ryan Reynolds at one time was attached to be in the Highlander remake. That's how long ago. Like I'm talking about Ryan Reynolds pre-Deadpool, pre-Green Lantern even. They've tried on multiple occasions to bring back the Highlander. They tried to do it in video game format. They tried to do it in movie format. The only thing
I was so mad when that game didn't come out.
Yeah, because the game actually looked lit.
I was super pissed.
Dude,
yeah, the game looked good.
Yeah, it looked real good. And then they scrapped it, like, I think midway through production. But the only thing you're gonna get of any note, Highlander-wise, is if you go look for the Highlander, the Search for Vengeance anime movie. That's actually pretty good. Came out the same year as Highlander the Source, the 5th Highlander movie, the 5th and final Highlander live action movie. And I remember me and a friend of mine, dude, Dude, I remember me and some of my buddies, we watched that shit, and then we watched the Highlander anime. We were like, dude, why? Like, how did these come out in the same year? We're like, how the fuck did these come out in the same goddamn year? This is garbage. Let's see. Tubes, the one with the $10 super chat, says they should have got Static. He already played with Yao Ming, Steve Nash, Karl Malone. I think Tracy McGrady and Shaq. Might as well add LeBron. That is fair. That is fair. I just, at this point, I'm just kind of like, I just don't care. I'll be there for Space Jam, but yeah, because my kid's gonna want to watch it. But yeah, it is what it is at this point. Said not the source. Yes, Highlander the source, that garbage ass futuristic Highlander movie they made. Yes, that motherfucker. But let's not act like the one that came before it, Highlander Endgame, was much better with Edge and Christian and motherfucking Bruce Payne. And they had both Connor and Duncan MacLeod in the movie, and the movie was still doo-doo water. The only good Highlander live action movie is the first one, and that's it. I will say I do like to watch the third movie, but only because of how funny Mario Van Peebles looks in that movie and how ridiculous he is acting. That's the only reason I watch that motherfucker. But that was what the Final Dimension. I love how every movie they make it sound like it's gonna be the last movie. Like every movie after the second one. Highlander 3, the Final Dimension. Okay, so that means there ain't gonna be no more of these motherfuckers. They ended on this note where it's like, oh, he killed the last immortal. Then you find out, oh wait, there's 20 more immortals in Endgame. then he was then Duncan was the final one, and he gets to the source. It's like, oh wait, nope, there's one more. Get the fuck out of here, dude. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Goddammit. Here, let's look at this. We about to look at this. I'm going to be honest with you. The first part of this trailer is recap.
Okay.
Here we go. Let that motherfucker rip.
Lived a lot of lives
All right.
before I was an Avenger. Before I made mistakes choosing between what the world wants you to be and who you are. We have to go back to where it all started.
Where did you think I was all this time?
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
I'm sorry. We had our orders and we played our
It
roles.
wasn't real.
It was real to me.
Damn. It's like they just told her wrestling was fake.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom. One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
Damn. Dude, I love it. They put some lyrics on the Avengers theme. They put some motherfucking lyrics on the Avengers theme. Lord have mercy. No soul is home. Hit you with that Halo jump. Anyway, I'm just fucking around. Anyway, Carter, what'd you think?
I hate that we get shit like this to show what you could have shown. Let me say this. If the shit they showed in that trailer was shit that they had shown in any of these Avengers movies, I would have cared a lot more. I think you could have added a few scenes like this in Endgame as opposed to scenes with this fucking smarty pants Hulk. I would have liked to have seen this version of fucking Black Widow doing some shit as opposed to her fighting some people that, for all intents and purposes, she should have got destroyed by. I kind of feel like I felt when I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, I wish I had seen this shit in a movie as opposed to this TV show. Like, seeing Sam just whoop folks the way he was doing as opposed to the Avengers movie where he just fly in, kick somebody, and it quick cuts to like Captain America doing like punching somebody, but they did like 4 or 5 different jump cuts in him punching one fucking dude. I don't care. I say all that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want people to look at me like they look at you and call me a sexist pig. I don't care. It's like they didn't do anything with her enough for me to give a fuck. So now you want to do a whole ass movie about the character. I don't care because y'all didn't do enough with her before you killed her off. So like, I'm looking at it more so from a standpoint of, well, what the fuck does this mean? She did.
That is fair. That's kind
of how I'm looking at it.
I will tell you how I'm looking at it. I feel the same way about this. This is one of those things. Like, it's kind of like with the benefit of hindsight. I remember when Captain America: The Winter Soldier was coming out.
Yeah,
I had no interest in that movie at all.
Okay,
not a single ounce of interest, and that is.
I mean, coming from that boring ass First Avenger, I could see why.
I like First Avenger, but but after seeing Avengers, it was kind of like, all right, well, now what are you gonna give me? Like, now what? Now what's the next move? Like, what are you gonna do now? Like, how are you gonna up the stakes and make me care? But they actually found a way to do it and make it interesting. And you never know. I mean, I'm willing to reserve judgment. I mean, yeah, it is kind of weird to do a movie about a character where we already know this character's dead and we already know this is a prequel. We've already been told this takes place at a certain point. But here's the thing I'm looking at. I'm looking at the pie in the sky, the long game, the long con. Is Kevin Feige already said this movie ties directly into other events that are going to be going on in the new phase.
I didn't know that.
4. Yeah, phase 4. Phase 4 of Marvel is supposed to be informed by more than a few things that are happening in this movie. And now we haven't seen anything that really like tells us one way or the other that is actually the case. However, I will say one thing. Here's something people are forgetting about. And I know we've already kind of been given hard confirmation from Kevin Feige and so forth that Yelena is going to wind up taking over as the new Black Widow. But also remember that sometimes they tell you bullshit.
I don't think that's bullshit though. I think that's actually going to happen, and I think that's kind of fucked up because let me finish. Let me finish. Go ahead.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen. What I'm saying is a lot of people forgetting about a lot of the stuff that's on the MCU slate for Phase 4.
Okay.
You also got to remember we have Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. You also got to remember that we have Secret Invasion. Don't be surprised if some bullshit happens in this movie that basically lets us know. Also, don't forget Loki. We've seen a shot with a character in the Loki trailer that looks eerily like Black Widow. But what I'm saying is, don't be shocked if at some point, anywhere. And I'm not saying she's a Skrull. I'm not saying they're gonna do time travel. I'm not saying they're gonna bring in a Black Widow from the multiverse. But just what I'm trying to say is, be prepared to have your minds open and ready for just about anything, because with this slate of things that are on the way. This movie could literally have anything in it that could be a major plot point going forward for anything. Kind of where I'm going with it.
My thing is, they could have set Black Widow up like Nah, you gotta kind of give me some rope with this. I think they could have set Black Widow up as like Marvel's Trinity almost. You got Cap, you got Iron Man, you got Natasha Romanoff right there, right? I think the movie, had this movie come out earlier, and I'm talking First Avenger, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Had it come out around that time, I think I would have given more of a fuck, because at this point she's had her own movie. So I've grown to care about this character more, because I've seen her do her thing without the fucking Avengers around. Like we've seen Cap do his thing without the Avengers around. Like we've seen Tony do his thing without the Avengers around. Like we've seen Ed Norton / Mark Ruffalo do their thing without the fucking Avengers around. So I think,
well, technically, not Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, that was just me being an asshole. I just really think had the movie come out earlier.
But the thing is, it didn't. So I mean, that's like that's a scenario we can't even really like. That's not even a fair scenario. We can't.
And you know what? That's my complaint. That's my complaint.
The movie didn't.
You're right. So with it not coming out like I think it should have. We didn't really get that. We don't really get any development from her. We just what we have is the background character and her being sad throughout Endgame.
Well, I mean, we also got a little bit. I mean, call it what you will. We got, I mean, actually a fair chunk of the plot of Age of Ultron focused on her. She got not a lot of plot, but she did get some development in Iron Man 2. I mean, she was a brand new character in that. Avengers. She was a central character in Avengers. She was even a central character in Avengers. She didn't.
Come on.
But I'm just saying.
She
but here's
was
the thing, though.
eye candy in Iron Man 2. Get all the way the fuck out of here. That was redheaded eye candy that beat up Jon Favreau.
Well, that too. But what I'm saying is she was introduced. I mean, it wasn't her movie anyway. It was Iron Man.
You're right.
She was just there. But I mean, but what I'm saying is that she's been in the franchise for I don't know how long. I mean, yeah, she may not have had like a main focus role. Like she may not have been the main character of any like one singular movie. But we also had her in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, where we learned a lot more about like her personality. Like it may not be like they're putting a whole ass movie focusing on her character, but you've seen enough of her to get used to her personality and know how conflicted she is about certain things or why she's trying to get away from certain things. Like hell, even Civil War. I mean, she was the main focus of Civil War, but I mean, you got a whole ass subplot with her and her conflictedness over whether she should side with Tony or side with Steve. I mean, yeah, should she have gotten the movie from the jump? I'm not saying she shouldn't have. I'm saying, yeah, she should. But I mean, at this point, saying that, oh, well, they didn't give us the movie when we should have gotten it, so fuck it. It's just kind of like, well, that's kind of the attitude that kind of kept us from getting the movie in the first place.
When I say that, what I'm saying is, yes, we've seen her in these other films, but they didn't really do anything with her. They did something with Bucky. They did something with fucking Don Cheadle War Machine. And those were secondary people, you know? So, hell, we got more Sam Wilson and Bucky shit than Black Widow stuff.
Not really. Dude, okay, think about it. Just in Captain America: The Winter Soldier alone, she got a lot of focus in that movie. She wasn't the main character, but I mean, she got a lot of screen time with both Cap and Falcon. Civil War, she was, I mean, it may not seem like it because it's such a big ensemble movie, so it's easy for people to forget, but she actually had a pretty decent subplot in that movie. It is real easy for people to
Let me pause you real quick. I bet this is the reason y'all like watching us so goddamn much. Because this is literally just me and him just going back and fucking forth. That's why you motherfuckers like watching us so much right here. This is why the super chats keep coming out of goddamn time. Because then y'all like when we do shit like this. Okay, but back to what you were saying. Like, my thing is, we didn't get anything from Natasha Romanoff except Red in My Ledger, and I want to feel that BBG. Big black
Well,
gamma.
there was a
That's
little
all we
more.
got from you.
There was more than that. There was actually more than that. They actually address. Now, granted, Joss Whedon did not do a very good job of handling the subplot, but they did address the fact that she can't have children. Which, to be fair, in the movie they ham-fistedly handled it because in the comics this is the case that she can't have children, and it is kind of a point of contention for her in the comics. But the trade-off is, at least in the comics, she is a super soldier as a result of not being able to have children. Like, a lot of people forget, in the live action movies, it's easy to imagine that Black Widow has no superpowers because in the movies she doesn't. But in the comics, she actually is superhumanly enhanced. But the trade-off was she can't have children. The whole thing that I think what Joss Whedon should have done with that subplot is that maybe they should have explained, they should have delved more into it. And I do kind of feel like, and this is that once again, these are all coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and they didn't happen. Yeah. But originally, Joss Whedon was supposed to carry on her story arc from Age of Ultron into a solo movie that ultimately never materialized until well after he was no longer involved with Marvel. But that said, it's one of those things. It's like, I can't fault them for something that is a behind-the-scenes thing. And at the end of it all, the movie ain't out yet. I can't say whether it's going to be bad or good or whatever because I haven't fucking seen it. But I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I ain't going to watch the motherfucker if for nothing else out of like mild curiosity. I'm going to watch because I'm genuinely interested because I like the characters that they're setting up in this. I like Yelena. I like Taskmaster. I think Red Guardian will be interesting. I'm curious to see. I forget the name of the actor. But we see him for a split second in the trailer. Ray Winstone, I believe is his name.
I didn't know he was going to be on. I didn't know he was going to be in this, so that's pretty dope. I
want to see what he's doing. I want to see Rachel Weisz's character. I want to see what she's going to be bringing to the table because I feel like there have been some misdirects with her character. There have been a lot of things that are like rumors and conjecture and shit that have been going on. There's enough of a mystery surrounding this movie, and then like what little we have seen of Taskmaster. I mean, we've seen him use the shield, we've seen him use the bow and arrow. We even saw him briefly use T'Challa's claws. I want to see what other tricks he pulls out of his little bag of tricks against Black Widow. Because when you really think about it, we pretty much are being told, I think this is the thing that people are overlooking, we're basically going to be watching Black Widow take on a character who is basically all of her friends. Like, because even, think about it, there's even a part where we see where Taskmaster is free-falling in one of the previous trailers, and he does the spin move dive that Iron Man does whenever he's flying around. So basically she's fighting a guy who basically could be any one of her friends. She's literally basically fighting people that she cares, even though it's not someone she cares about, but like she's seeing them in that person. So I think there's especially knowing how Natasha feels about the Avengers as a family. And of course, having already seen her fight the Avengers, or her fellow Avengers before, in a previous movie that, like I said, it has my attention. It has my attention. I think a lot of people are going to go into this thinking there's nothing new this movie can show you that you haven't already seen, but that's the beauty of Marvel movies. They usually do show us something that we haven't seen before, even if we don't think it will.
Yeah,
like even
I see.
for that.
One person in the chat is saying that she's been in more Marvel movies than anyone, or more Marvel movies than everyone, I should say. But here's the thing: my thing okay, she's been in more than everybody. What the fuck did they do to her? What did they do with that character? That was.
I mean, I think here's the thing. I think the thing that you're missing is that I think you're expecting them to treat her as though she is like Tony or Cap. Or I would even say she's actually got more screen time than Thor, oddly, and like if you at least not like inside of like some of the ensemble movies. If you like some of the movies where like everybody is there, but like she does get a lot of screen time. She actually does get a lot of stuff. It's just, it may not be the plot you want. And it may not be like an actual story, but a lot of times I think what's happening is you're just seeing her interact with other characters and getting more of an idea of her personality as opposed to getting like some kind of like an overarching story. And even though that's not necessarily the case, it's still there. It's just there's little bits and pieces that are spread over time. Like, and a lot of it's shorthand. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of it is shorthand, but like for me, I don't mind shorthand because I can read context clues. I can see that shit and be like, okay, this is what they're trying to tell me. Okay, cool. Let's move on. But, you know, it's kind of the same. Okay, case in point. Remember we were talking about the Snyder Cut? And you said you liked all the extra scenes because it explained the stuff that was going on in the background of the movie, like with Steppenwolf and Desaad and Darkseid and all that shit, right? All the shit that Zack Snyder put in that movie to explain that, I already knew that shit from the Joss Whedon cut. Because it was shorthand. Like, they basically like, okay, I literally could just kind of go, oh, okay, yeah, he's probably trying to get back in Darkseid's good graces because he probably did some fucked up shit that probably made Darkseid not give a fuck about him. He's trying to get Darkseid's attention. Okay, cool, whatever. And then they just went and dived into it even more and just confirmed what I already knew. That's kind of how I feel. That's kind of how I feel you're looking at, or not looking at, the Black Widow stuff. Like, a lot of it's shorthand. They didn't spend, like, 2-3 hours, or she didn't get a Disney Plus show talking about her, but I mean, she's getting her flowers now. And
that is okay. So real quick, because Jose in the chat just said something that I'm not saying at all. I'm not arguing that I don't want to see this because it didn't come out when it should have. That was something I said should have happened with her. I think she should have gotten her flowers way earlier, not when she's done with the fucking character. And we already are about to get used to a new Black Widow that I think they learned their lesson from with how they did Scarlett Johansson. So I think they're going to treat Yelena's character completely different. What I'm saying is everything that we saw of her was not enough to entice me to want to watch a movie when the character dead and gone and this shit don't matter.
That's the thing, though. You can't say that fairly because you haven't seen the movie. I mean, like I said,
I'm coming from the Black Widow standpoint. I think she's gonna kick some ass in this movie. I think Red Guardian's gonna be cool. But I'm talking about from Natasha, right? Everything that she does is going to be cool. It's going to be dope. There's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be great. But at the end of it all, this is still a flashback movie.
I mean, it is.
She gone. Now you right with the Loki and all that good shit. That you are absolutely right. But what I'm saying is that's okay. TJ Tennant just said it. The movie doesn't change the fact that she's dead. I just wanted her to get her flowers earlier. I think they should have done more with her instead of it. And maybe this is going to piss a lot of people off that I'm saying it, but I don't think it should have been the all boys club that it was at first. I think with her being the main woman that was there, the main woman that was there, that was like handling her own, I think they should have done more with her. That's my whole complaint in this is just that
but that's changing
didn't do enough with her.
Well, you also got to remember
care that she has a movie now.
You also got to remember who was in charge at the time, though. Kevin Feige wasn't in charge the whole time. It wasn't until it was
it was Loeb TV stuff.
It was Loeb was TV stuff. You also had Ike Perlmutter as well. Kevin Feige didn't become like a lot of people assumed Kevin Feige was in charge the entire time. He wasn't. It wasn't until later, and if you notice, when Kevin Feige became the guy, that's when all the changes started happening. That's when all the changes, more diversity, more inclusivity, Black Widow getting more shit to do, other stuff happening. That's when all that stuff started taking front and center stage. But here's the thing. No, the movie is not going to change the fact that she's dead. Or, who the fuck knows? It might. You never fucking know. I'm just saying.
This is the difference between Ernie and me. Ernie wants to give you all hope.
Well, no, I'm not trying to give you hope.
Maybe that's my fault. It's just that like I'm really definitive, but Ernie is still coming from a standpoint of this is comics. They could bring her back. Yeah. Maybe they won't, but people, they could. So they
could. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like all the things that we've seen that are coming down the pipe. All the things we've seen coming down the pipe. I would not, and I've said this before, I would not be surprised if at the end of that fucking movie, you got a post-credit scene where they smash cut to that motherfucker laying there looking like she just fell down on Family Guy. And all of a sudden, that bitch skin turned green, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it was a fucking scroll the whole time."
Ugh, that would be a cop out. That'd be an ugly cop out.
It would be a cop out. But here's the thing, though. We already know they're setting up Secret Invasion, and we've known Marvel has been setting up Secret Invasion for forever. There have been scroll theories and rumors going around for ages, and they didn't do any favors when they made Captain Marvel and based that movie with the MCU's introduction of Skrulls being in the 90s, which would be before everything that happened, minus Captain America the First Avenger. Minus that. So, I mean, yeah, it is. I'm not, like I said, once again, I don't give a shit. I'm going to watch it. I mean, people can hate on it if they want. But here's the thing. I just want people to understand this one thing, that don't sit here and act like y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna watch the movie. Because I see some of y'all are talking about, man, fuck this movie, I ain't gonna watch it. You gonna watch the motherfucker, goddammit. You gonna watch it out of curiosity, even if you pirate it. You gonna watch the motherfucker because you know what? It's fucking Marvel movie. You gonna watch that shit. Yeah. And then just like motherfuckers were saying, fuck Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This looks boring. Now motherfuckers are talking about it all the time on Twitter. Y'all did the same shit with WandaVision. Quit lying to yourselves.
Here's the thing, though. You talking to somebody who still hadn't seen Captain Marvel.
I mean, that's on you, though. That's on you, though. You can watch it. It's on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus. You can watch that shit. I mean, that's on you. That's on you.
I'm just saying.
That's on you.
Can't say that everybody is going to watch it anyway, because I think it's still some people, even though those people are just creepy fucking weirdos that hate Brie Larson or whatever fucking reason.
Oh no, the motherfuckers, they watch it too, just as they can talk shit about it.
Yeah, but can I just say, like, are we not great? Can people give us our flowers real quick? Even though I don't want flowers, give us our flowers, because we just had that whole back and forth. I'm fairly certain we gonna go drink after this show is over with, dog. We finna hop on Hunt or some shit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm most
we
certainly
can have. You see, people, this is how you have a back and forth.
Yeah.
No feelings are hurt. It's just a simple back and forth debate. Dude. It's a disagreement. It's a agree to disagree kind of deal. And we finna go right into these other fucking stories. Like,
this is saying
we ain't never hitting 2 hours.
No, we ain't never hit. Dude, look, and I love how, I just want to point out, it was Black Widow that did this. That's all I want to say. Right. It was Black Widow.
Right.
So here's this to show you the benevolent Blerd that I am. I'm literally looking through this motherfucker right now and pruning stories that ain't got shit to do with shit. Cause I'm like, nope, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about this. This is dumb. This don't make no sense. This ain't. Okay, now let's move it on. Let's talk about Yasuke, goddammit. Let's talk about Yasuke. Okay. Oh, or more importantly, let's get these super chats. Dr. Wells, we got hella super chats that have not been addressed. We got LJ Brown with the £4.99. Says, shout out to my favorite comic book duo, Ern and Carr, delivering those blows harder than Godzilla did to Kong. Hashtag Miss Gladys could take Kong.
I don't want to talk about that one. I don't want to talk about that one. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, they're like, just like, and see, $5 super chat from Denzel Cunningham. You guys are definitely my favorite YouTubers. Please keep up the good work. Thank you. But this is what I'm talking about. Cause like there are several times when Ernie and I are playing something, and I guarantee you I have pissed Ernie off, and Ernie has pissed me off. But the thing is, you give it like a few hours, shit, we are on that same game that we were just heated at each other. We cracking jokes and shit again.
Oh yeah, off rip.
The Joe Budden podcast need to take notes from y'all. Nah, they can't take notes from us. Rory and Maul gone. King Kunta, they gone, y'all. They gone.
No, they get.
They gone. Rory and Maul gone. I'm sorry, they gone.
Oh. Conway Burkdog with the $4.99 says Monica Rambeau will be a Skrull next, and I'm pissed. I hope not. I hope she won't be a Skrull, but I have a feeling she will so be. Mad. Well, yeah, here's the thing. I have a feeling she will be a major player in that series, if that makes any sense. I think that's what I think is going to happen. But that's just me.
Can I tell you the one thing that I think you keep forgetting about, because you keep. I'm not going to try to go back to Black Widow because that took a minute. But the one thing you keep bringing up is Secret Invasion. Ernie, it ain't a movie. It's a fucking TV series.
It's a TV series, yep.
They're not going to do something that huge on TV series. No. No.
I think you might be surprised.
No.
I think you might get surprised,
No.
man. You never know. Well, because the thing is, they've already said that Secret Invasion is not going to be like the normal Disney Plus shit that we've seen so far. Like, it's not going to be like I think that's kind of why I like this new model for Disney Plus. Like, WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier could not be two completely more different shows than what they are. Like, Falcon and Winter Soldier is more of a buddy cop, spy, drama, action comedy series, which has kind of got some really serious shit going on in it for something that's being flippant and funny. Whereas WandaVision was like a very deep character study into Wanda Maximoff and why she did what she did and had all these weird mysteries and twists and turns and shit. Whereas Falcon and Winter Soldier doesn't have that really. They don't really have any mysteries. Like, everything's kind of laid out. But when we get to Loki's going to be a different series than both of those shows. And that's what I like about it. I want Marvel to keep doing this and always do something different. Don't keep repeating the same bullshit. Like, you know how, like, with the Marvel movies, we always joke about, oh, they got a formula. Oh, they got a formula. This is the Marvel formula. They're going to do this, and this is going to happen, so on and so forth. This is what's going to happen next, and okay, we know this is going to happen. No, I like the fact that with Falcon and Winter Soldier, I don't really know where it's going to go from week to week. Like, this episode that came out this week, I mean, I know largely we've been kind of making a habit of talking about these things week to week, but there's so much shit's going on that we're not going to do that this week. But all the stuff that happened with Zemo, I wasn't expecting all the Zemo shit to go quite the way that it did. And I didn't really expect the stuff with the commentary with Sharon Carter, the stuff at the opening where they talked about the people who come back from the blip, and the stuff with Carly Morgenthau, Flag Smasher, like how they showed she's evolving into more of a villain. Like, I wasn't expecting any of this stuff. I wasn't.
Yeah, anybody who said they were expecting a Wakandan to show up at the end, y'all full of shit, because I wasn't expecting that at all.
Oh no. When Bucky saw that Kimoyo bead laying on the ground, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. I was like, don't tell me. I was like, ooh, don't tell me.
That's that moment that make you sit up. That's that sitting up.
Dude. And like, because at first I was like, is that a Kimoyo bead? I was like, no, maybe it's something else. And then he went to the next one and it was like, it was a more clear shot and it was a Kimoyo bead. I was like, ooh, please. I said, it's got to be. Actually, the bigger surprise to me is that it was Ayo. Because I was expecting it to either be Okoye or Shuri or hell, even M'Baku. Like, I was expecting anybody else to show. Hell, I even half-ass expected Nakia. But then, like, when they showed Okoye, not Okoye, but Ayo, I was like, oh shit. And it gave me, now once again, it gave me hope that we are going to see more of Ayo in the future, because Ayo is a bigger character in the Black Panther comics than what a lot of people probably realize. Hell, when they showed Ayo in Civil War and she got in Black Widow's face and said, move or be moved, I was like... But no, okay, so, but moving along, Panini Press with $10 Super Chat says, love to see y'all debate and discuss like this. Like I said, okay, here's the thing. This is how you know, this is where you know real recognizes real. These are the same, like Carter said earlier, the same conversations he and I have when the mics aren't even fucking on. We have these exact same conversations when we're playing Hunt Showdown or playing Second Extinction or playing whatever the fuck other game. We'll be having the exact same conversation. It'll go the exact same way, and we will laugh it off later, and it'll be fine. None of this is taken too seriously. Yeah. It is literally just a conversation. And this is why I tell folks, because I've had folks come at me and say, oh man, Blerd don't listen, man. He don't listen, man. He gets heated. No, I don't get heated. I think a lot of times people just assume that I am because the way I talk is very like matter of fact. But it does, like, this is it. I'm gonna move on with my day. I'm gonna move on with my day and be like, hey man, you trying to get these $100? Look, Carter will tell you, I'll hit him up. I'll be like, yo, man, you trying to get these $100?
Yep.
All right, cool. I'll get on. I'll be on just a sec.
Now, keep in mind, that's literally right after, like, I then got so mad, I can cut the whole game off and cut the PC off and everything like that.
Look, I told somebody the other day, because I did some dumbass shit.
Yeah.
Oh no! I always envision this. Whenever Carter just leaves, I just be like, I already know what happened. He just closed the laptop.
Yeah.
I already know he just went.
Yeah.
Bloop. I'm like, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. But no, Habaru6 with the $20 super chat just came in to show some support, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate that.
Hey, look, please don't kill me in Samurai Showdown, please. Keeping it moving. We have got my homie Poe Archery Media says Madripoor. It was designed and conceptualized phenomenally. I totally geeked out. That is actually another thing. So they can now officially finally make those dumbass videos saying how Falcon and the Winter Soldier set up the X-Men. They can now officially say that shit because they did. And another thing is, we knew Madripoor was going to be in the series. I think that shit, I think even I was talking about that like from the trailers before the show even came out. But it's nice to know that was in fact Madripoor, which for those you know, like that is a place where mutants tend to kind of wind up sometimes. But but no, but no, I thought that was cool, and and thank you because I totally forgot about that. But no, I loved what they did in this episode, setting everything up. Like, because this is the third episode, we only got 3 more left, I think, after this, and this was a very good like, hey, this shit is also. You know what? A lot of people didn't catch the doctor, Dr. Nagel, Professor Nagel, whatever his name is. That's actually a character from Truth, Red, White, and Black.
Oh wow!
That he is a character in the Truth, the doctor who they found cooking up the super soldier serum. That's the same character, but they modernized him, updated him, and because in Truth, Red, White, and Black, he was already good and fucking grown. And he was the guy who made the super soldier serum that Isaiah Bradley was subjected to. And then, and they kind of tie him into Isaiah Bradley in some ways. In the show. Dude, okay, this is what I love. And this is why I love Disney Plus. Just like how WandaVision gave you a show about Scarlet Witch and Vision, all the while, on the slick, they gave you a show about Wiccan and Speed, Agatha Harkness, Monica Rambeau, Jimmy Woo. You ain't know you was getting that. And that's what I love about this. On the slick, they just gave us a show about Isaiah Bradley, Battlestar, Patriot.
Yeah.
We getting it on the slick. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. That's how you do that shit. That's how you do it, goddammit. But no, but no, moving on. Let's look at Yasuke, because Yasuke is something I think that a lot of us have been kind of looking forward to. Carter, have you seen this? We talked about this the week before, I believe.
We talked about it, but I hadn't seen it, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. I just know that the art style looked like that new Berserk series.
Okay, yeah, it does. It actually does. One thing I will say about the art style, I don't... Anime... Oh, my God. I'm going to sound ugly as fuck when I say this.
He getting ready for it. He getting ready.
Dude, y'all going to hate me for a second. But here's the thing. Anime nowadays has this really... Like, they do this thing now, and I blame Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for this shit.
Okay.
Everybody's trying to do that. Hey, let's make it look like stop motion animation shit. Like they cut frames out of the animation to kind of make it like, yeah, like that. Like I don't like that. I don't like that shit's cool in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse because that's the art style they chose. That's the aesthetic, and they chose an aesthetic that worked with that. As opposed to doing this with animation, when you do this with like actual cartoon animation, it doesn't look right or natural. And neither here nor there. Fuck it, we'll play trailer. Fuck it, I'm playing trailer right now. Play it. I'm hitting the play button. Play.
You are not one of us, and yet he treats you as so. Servants will always be servants. That is our way, the old way.
God damn.
Should be left in the past.
Okay.
I have been.
That's fucking
That's Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh goddamn, they got some demon slayer shit going on in here.
To save the people. I found him.
True warrior, above all else, prays for peace.
I will say I have one criticism of this already.
We fight for the future of Japan.
I don't like how. Okay, I'm gonna save it for after. Because there's something that you said about Invincible that I'm gonna say about this.
Okay.
Yasuke, the legendary black samurai.
This is way more mystical looking than I originally thought it was gonna be. I will say that.
Yeah.
So okay, here's.
And the animation looks a lot better. Like that thumbnail made it, I assumed it was gonna look like the Berserk stuff, but it's actually animated.
Yeah, no, this is actual animation.
Okay.
Remember how you said you didn't care for how J.K. Simmons was playing Omni-Man, like he played him too reserved?
Yeah, you think Lakeith Stanfield sound like hot garbage?
A little bit. I don't like it. Yeah. In the scenes where he is supposed to be reserved, it makes sense. But like that scene where he was like rallying the samurai, I was like, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, you still sound regular in the motherfucker. Like that does not get me hype.
Dude, I was like,
that lets me know like you are not a good leader, and you probably just gonna let us go down there and get slaughtered with arrows. No.
Oh no. That edible just kicked in. Like this motherfucker was hyped, and then all of a sudden he was like, ooh, the edible just hit. I mean, I'm not hating. I'm gonna watch the series. It looks good. That's my criticism.
Yeah.
The animation
he sounds
looks
about
better.
as good as he sounds about as good as Jaden Smith did in his anime.
Ooh, what was that? What was that
Yeah,
shit
I said
called?
it.
Was it something Toki Norioki? I don't remember what the fuck that shit was. It was some garbage though.
That was racist. You just tried to think of some like weird Japanese anime name and started saying Tokioki kind of shit. It was racist.
Okay, first off, the anime in question was called Neo Yokio. So there you go.
Where you get the Tokioki from? You was talking about the damn edible, and then you started talking about token. That's what that was. Yeah, druggy. Yeah.
Hey, look. Hey, we can do that though. Look, we can do that though. But I'm just saying, Tubes actually said it. Tubes said it. I wish they'd have made him have a more African accent. I wish you'd have gotten somebody like, okay, because the motherfuckers and everything. Jamon Hansu. I would rather they got Jamon Hansu to do this shit. Because at least then I'd have been like, all right, this brother sounds legit. Because did you catch that motherfucker in Invincible?
I didn't at first, but then when he yelled, that's when I realized who it was.
Oh.
But I completely disagree with him being in this role. I think it should have went to oh God, I always butcher his first name. Ejiofor. 12 Years a Slave. Chiwetel. Okay, yeah.
I just called him Chew.
I could see.
I just called him Chew.
Panini Press said, I would not tolerate any Lakeith slander. He does sound like he is reading IKEA instructions, though.
Look, that motherfucker say, oh, you take the small Allen wrench and then stick it in. I'm like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, but saying, no, his voice don't fit that shit at all. Like, at all.
And see, this
and they got my attention. It's a black swordsman with a Flying Lotus soundtrack. I want to watch that.
But see, here's the thing that pisses me off, though, because now I'm worried for the live action joint. I
didn't know there was one.
Before Chadwick Boseman died, he was cast to play Yasuke. In a live action movie. Though this one was going to be more of an actual like biopic. It wasn't going to be like this mystical anime bullshit. I say bullshit flippantly. I'm not saying the anime is bullshit, but just there's some mystical anime bullshit going on. You can't lie and say it.
Okay. I know people have been waiting on this since I'm back on the show this week. TJ Tennant. They should have got Akon. Yeah, you finna go ahead and go in the hole, big dog. Yeah, you got to go. You got to go.
Akon.
No, you got to go.
Hey, he keeping the lights on in Africa.
Yeah, he making his own Wakanda. I'll give him his flowers too.
Well, that man said, "Look, he called it Akonda." Y'all don't know how hard y'all don't know how hard Carter just had to muster up the strength to not close the laptop. Y'all don't even understand. I saw his hand reach up. He was about to do it, and he just caught himself.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what. I reached, but I grabbed my hat, but I almost closed the tab.
Oh God, y'all don't know the bullshit we be dealing with.
Man.
Okay, let's talk about something that has been on the lips and hearts of many people. So some of you may know recently Warner Brothers has been canceling projects. Two of the projects that we know of that have been canceled are James Wan's Aquaman spinoff, The Trench, which was going to be more of a horror movie, not like a straightforward superhero movie. It was going to be more of a horror film, which is James Wan's bread and butter, if we're being honest. Matter of fact, the scene in Aquaman with The Trench was actually one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. Because it showcased it let him flex his horror muscles in a movie that otherwise was not a horror movie. But we also learned that Ava DuVernay's New Gods got canceled. Now, the reasoning behind this, no one really knows. No one knows what the fuck is going on. Nobody knows. What the hell is happening here? No one knows why this is being done. I can tell you this much. Why would you waste $70 million? You know what? I'm blaming the Snyder Cut. I know what the problem is. Let's blame the Snyder Cut. Y'all got y'all's ugly-ass Snyder Cut. By the way, shout out to Honest Trailers for telling the truth about the movie. Thank you. It's doing that bullshit again. Oh, there it is.
No. Okay.
No, we back. Now, see, this is what happens when I talk shit about Snyder Cut. That's what happens.
Okay.
Zack Snyder tried to shut the stream down, y'all. Anyway, we back. But no, my thing is, y'all got that ugly ass Snyder Cut, $70 million, and went to that, could have went to this New Gods movie, or to that Trench movie, or to that Deathstroke movie that Joe Manganiello talked about that only costed $40 million, but Warner Brothers didn't want to fuck with it because they thought it would be a failure. But no, they gave $70 million to an ugly-ass 4-hour-long version of an already bad movie. Anywho's, the thing is, they said that
in
DC,
his opinion, shitty movie in his opinion.
Hey, just saying. Honest Trailers agreed with me. Anyway, Warner Brothers has released a statement saying, as part of our DC slate, some legacy development titles, including New Gods and The Trench, will not be moving forward. We thank our partners, Ava DuVernay, Tom King, James Wan, and Peter Safran, for their time and collaboration during this process, and look forward to our continued partnership with them on other DC stories. The project will remain in their skillful hands if they were to move forward in the future. So basically what they're saying is, this shit is on hold indefinitely. But don't expect it. It's canceled. Fuck them. That's basically what they said. That's basically what they said. But here's the thing. Ava DuVernay did actually come out with a statement. So did Tom King in response to this. Ava DuVernay tweeted out saying, Tom, I loved writing New Gods with you. I'm upset that the saga of Barda, Scott, Grady, Highfather, and the Furies ends this way. Diving into Kirby's fourth world was the adventure of a lifetime that can't be taken away. Thank you for your friendship, and remember, Dark Side is. Hashtag Dark Side is. Okay. Tom King says, Ava, I'm so incredibly proud of the work we did. It was such a joy seeing you bring your passion and talent to these characters. I really felt Kirby's legacy was being honored here, and I wish we could have kept going. That one Barda Scott scene where, damn. There you go. We could have actually had greatness, y'all. But nope. We could have been great. We could have been great. But no. Y'all chose not to bank on Ava DuVernay. Y'all decided to move along. It's okay. It's okay. The one interesting property that DC could have done, even though I don't give a fuck about the New Gods was the one thing they had movie-wise, and I was like, this could be something.
Mm-hmm.
But no, y'all fucked it up. DC fucked it up. And here, I want to point out something, too. Y'all Snyder fans need to calm down. Y'all out here review bombing King Kong because y'all mad that the movie out here is taking
that
shine
shit
away.
is so like...
Dude,
these are the same
works.
people that they make it bad to be a fan of fucking comics and stuff like that. Like I will never forget Comics and Collectibles, Ernie. That was the first time I had ever punched a dude in the face because I was actually in there and the dude, he said two things that hit a nerve. One, this was around the time where Robbie Ray as Ghost Rider had just come out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
and
I already see where this is going.
he was already like saying a bunch of stuff, like just a bunch of like just unnecessary shit. And then he called it Hispanime. That's just something for the essays, and that was strike one because he said it. No, he was right next to me when he said it, and then he's talked about how because somebody was talking about how much they like Superior Spider-Man. And then he had made a comment about how it was such bullshit. And if Dan Slott was in front of him, he'd punch him in the face. And then he showed his buddies that he was the one that had sent death threats to Dan Slott's family. And that's when I just put down Jonathan Hickman's Avengers and just cold cocked it.
Gave one of them Shang-Chi specials.
Oh, man, just... Like, you see how my hand turned to it? Just, I cocked it. Because it's like, dude, you are such a fucking geek. Because first of all, you called the shit. Like, first you said Hispanime. And I let that one slide. I was just going to cuss you out when we went outside. But then when you bragging that you sending death threats to fucking people?
Hispanime, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the art style and shit like that, brother. Yeah, but it was great because... that comic shop, they gave me a discount and they recommended me Why the Last Man. They gave it to me free. That's why I'm reading Why the Last Man for the first time. So it was great.
I'm dead over here off this shit. No,
but the reason I say all of that is just because people like that and people that are like fans of the Snyder Cut, those people make it so hard to be a fan of something.
Mm-hmm. Always.
I enjoyed the Snyder Cut, but now I can get grouped up with these fucking twig boys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, because I mean, think about it. Though. Even from the jump, it was a bullying campaign where death threats and shit were sent out to people over a fucking movie. It's like, come on, dude. Y'all need to find something better to do the time. That said, let's talk about another thing that got canceled. And probably for the best.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about this. I'm actually going to edit this out of the what's his face. I don't feel like talking about it. But anyway, American Gods is canceled.
Mm-hmm.
It is canceled. It is not coming back.
Okay. So I'd read a little bit about this before you sent me the story. Because I didn't know this was a thing until 2 days ago when Orlando Jones had come out with a tweet about it.
Dude, Orlando Jones petty as fuck.
But basically the show on Stars was canceled. Mm-hmm. But according to Neil Gaiman, they're still able to do it somewhere else or do something to finish the show. Because even though I didn't like how Orlando Jones was done, I still watched the season. I didn't watch it on Stars. I watched on this website. It was called, never mind. I ain't gonna get myself in trouble. I did watch it, and it actually ended the season on a fucking cliffhanger. And I hate when shows fucking do that. I fucking hate it. So I think this caught people off guard. But just to, I know you're gonna read the story, but I'm just prefacing this by saying it's canceled on Stars. Yeah. No,
they still have the option to go other avenues. The trick with this though is will it? Will it actually be able to do that? Because we've seen this happen with other shows and it fall flat on its face. But we did see some positive returns in regards to shows like Lucifer getting canceled, but then moving to Netflix. We saw Sci-Fi cancel The Expanse, but it moves to Amazon Prime, so on and so on and so forth. It can work out. But basically what we're looking at here is that shortly after, because I think the season finale for season 3 was just a few days ago. Was it past weekend?
Yes, it was. I think it was this past Sunday.
Yeah, just this past weekend. And basically, American Gods, they say, will not return for a 4th season. Everyone at Stars is grateful to the dedicated cast and crew and our partners at Fremantle who brought Arthur and executive producer Neil Gaiman's relevant story to life that speaks to the cultural climate of our country. Which, to be fair, show was a good show, but I do feel like they did do Orlando
in the first
dirty
season.
As fuck. Yeah, they did Orlando dirty as fuck. And
I honestly, I think that's what did it. I honestly think that's what did it. It's when a lot of people, because Lord, it's gonna be that one dude that's gonna call me out in the comments, bringing up racist, or not racism in general, but just like they do you about the whole Black Panther shit.
Racist. It's racist.
The thing is, a lot of black folks watch that show.
Yep.
A lot of black folks watch that show for Mr. Nancy. A lot of black folks watch that show because of clips of Mr. Nancy and the things that he was saying was put on Twitter and Instagram, and people were like, what the fuck is this? I won't watch it. So
they also watch it for Yatiti Badaki too.
I mean, I watched it for several of titties. I don't know who your titties, I don't know who titties you're talking about, but just a lot of black folks watch that show. So when I found out and I started reading up about how the show lost viewership by like 60% or 60 million or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I said, yeah, that was the Orlando Brown shit, dog. Because now not only was that the Orlando Brown shit, that was the
or Jones.
If we want to, or yeah, Jones. I don't know why I'm thinking of Orlando Brown. You got Mr. Nancy that was gone. You got Matt Sweeney that was gone. You got Mr. World who he showed up in maybe 2 or 3 episodes because they just kept switching him around. And then a lot of these people didn't even know that this stuff was going to happen to their characters. So of course, like you're going to have like a bunch of people. That show got its viewership from word of mouth. A lot of black folks because of Mr. Nancy, and then they just liked everything else. But when he came out and said what he said, and you find out why they gave him the boot, and then Ricky Whittle, the main character of Shadow Moon, he tried to say something to Orlando Jones, and then Orlando Jones aired that motherfucker out like fresh laundry. Like that shit was so funny. So like, when you have all of that working against you, and for a Starz show, a really big budget. It was writing was on the wall for that shit. Just watching this past season, like, in all honesty, like, even though I can't even say, you had maybe one character to give a fuck about this entire season. One, and it was the lady who was absorbing people like Sail absorbed the androids from her cooch. Her character arc was very strange, but it was a nice little character arc, but
that
you
was
didn't really have any.
What's her face?
Bilquist.
Who I mentioned earlier. Yeah, that's who I mentioned earlier. Yatiti Badaki.
Whose titties are you talking about, Ernie?
Exactly. Exactly. But no, I see a lot of people in chat saying the same thing though. They quit watching after they fired Orlando.
You know what I'm saying?
Blerd Radio, which by the way, shout out to Blerd Radio. I love those guys. Blerd, even though one of them was mad at me because I hated Snyder Cut. But no, Blerd Radio, they said it right. Yeah, how to fuck up a good thing 101.
Yeah,
and that word of mouth. That fucked it up because if you piss off black people, take away the thing that black people tuned into the show for. See what happens.
See, and Panini Press just brought up another good point though. They get rid of Orlando Jones, they do him dirty like that, and then give Laura Moon a more screen time. No one gives a fuck about Laura Moon in that show if you're watching the show. You give a fuck about that woman. That's the one motherfucker you hope they leave the fuck alone. You just dealt with her character because of Mad Sweeney. Mad Sweeney's off the board now, so now you just got her. Who cares? Ian McShane tried his best because that dude's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, he did.
He was chewing the scenery every time when he was Odin. Shout out to that dude, just because if you ain't seen Deadwood,
dude,
boy.
Ian McShane, that motherfucker, dude. Ian McShane is the truth.
What did Ricky Whittle say to Orlando Jones? I will post a link to that in the chat, LJ Brown.
Basically, he tried to claim that he basically tried to say that, long story short, I'm gonna give Card some time to put that in the chat, but basically he tried to say that Orlando was being difficult and that he didn't see any of the stuff that Orlando claimed happened. He felt that he was overreacting and all this other shit, and anyway. Dude, I just realized something. Ian McShane is 78 years old. This man's out here out-acting motherfuckers at 78 like a goddamn... like, this man is out here. Like, Ian McShane, he's like, man, look, I'm tired. I'm ready to sit down somewhere, but, man, fuck it. I'll go ahead and fuck with y'all real quick. This motherfucker, man, he's like, man, where's the John Wick? He said, man, y'all hold this for me while I do my John Wick 4 scenes. But no, but yeah, dude, it's freaking ridiculous. But basically what you need to know is that if you are even the least bit familiar with any of Ian McShane's work, just know the dude is out here. The dude is out here. He's for real. He's for real. Movies, TV shows, don't give a fuck. Dude is good in just about everything I've ever seen him in. Yep. Even bad movies I've seen him in, he's the best part of them. Dude, I did not know that he was Mr. Babinski in Coraline. Lord have mercy.
Shadow Moon season 3 hair was annoying. It was something. I know you didn't watch season 3, Ernie, but basically think of like you know how women, when they just wash the hair, if they got the bob cut, you'll have that little slick ass piece of your hair. That's how his hair was. So imagine a black person with that slick ass, the cowlick right there. Like that was his hair every episode.
They would do his hair like Wally on Flash after what, season 3 Wally.
Yeah.
They need their ass whipped for that shit. Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, yeah, American Gods is canceled. Get the shit out of here. I don't give a fuck if they bring it back or not. They can keep that shit going as far as I'm concerned. And let's see here. Do we want to bother with this? I don't know. You know what? No, we're not gonna bother with this one. They're gonna have to come up with something better than this. No.
I'm gonna send you his hair right now because I want you to see his hair because it's hilarious.
Oh god.
Look at his hair. Boom.
Here, let me
look at that. You need to grow your hair out and do that. Oh, I watch more. Yeah, I donate to all the Patreons. You do your hair like that,
y'all. Look how you got this motherfucker out here. Look at this shit.
That was him all season 3, y'all. Nasty.
Look at ugly as hell. Lord, cut that shit off.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, let's give our recommended reads for the week here. Carter, what is your recommended read?
Recommended read for me is something we were actually talking about earlier. King in Black Ghost Rider #1. It was done by Ed Brisson. It was not really a King in Black. It's doing what a lot of these King in Black tie-in issues do. They have literally fuck all to do with King in Black, but then a random symbiote will come in and they fight it. And then they go back to telling whatever story they were telling. So I will give this book props in the sense of it. I think it gave you some closure if you were reading the Ed Brisson Ghost Rider run that I started reading, and then I put Ernie onto it when Ernie wasn't even thinking about reading that book. Ernie was doing a video on Doctor Strange Damnation stuff.
I was.
And I recommended that book to him because I think he did. It was like one of his picks was the Ghost Rider stuff that was going on. Then I put him on game, and then he started reading. And then that book then got subsequently canceled on a cliffhanger, just like fucking American Gods. But this issue was basically, this is fucked up. I almost said Nicolas Cage. Johnny Blaze is still riding around with Mephisto chained to his bike, dragging him everywhere. Because basically, let's let you know how that Ghost Rider book ended. Blackheart got introduced. It looked like, finally, Johnny Blaze had got some sense knocked into him because of all the evil stuff that was happening. Every time he was, trying to get rid of all the demons, it was basically turning him into a heel. But
he was trying to stop
Danny.
Lilith.
Yes. So in this story, it looks like Lilith is very close to taking over. Blackheart actually is teaming up with Danny Ketch in this book. So you have to give it a lot of rope because there's a lot of shit that you can clearly tell that was some you were supposed to have read but didn't get the chance to because the book got canceled. So long story short, we have Danny Ketch in his new role. I'm fairly certain it's going to be a book at some fucking point because if you read that Ghost Rider story, Johnny Blaze takes the Ghost Rider out of Danny Ketch. And then he gets this, he's not the spirit of vengeance. He's the spirit of, my God.
I forget what it is, but like he got it from what's his face. Then he got it from
he got it from this woman that was helping him, that was trying to get him to help with the Johnny Blaze situation, but he wanted nothing to do with it. He wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. He just wanted to run his bar, and basically she just said, "Nah, big dog, you in this." So the long story short, his new name is he's Death Rider now.
Yeah.
With his new power. Yeah. Is that what it is? I'm trying to confirm. Yeah. So instead of him being the spirit of vengeance, he's now the spirit of corruption. That's what he has in him. So with him having that power, he helps Johnny Blaze because they end up fighting a symbiote dragon, and they kill the symbiote dragon. Danny Ketch is now fully with the spirit of corruption. He basically just is Danny Ketch with a dread helmet, with a big ass sword, riding a horse. That's what he is.
Belasco was involved in that bullshit too, I think. Ketch ran into Belasco and got caught slipping.
Yeah, so basically what ends up happening here is we have Danny Ketch and Blackheart basically telling Johnny that even though you want Mephisto's help getting rid of Lilith's doing too damn much. This is not going to help anything. The best option that we have right now is sticking to the devil that we know, which in this instance is Mephisto. So basically the book ends with Johnny Blaze relinquishing
his King of Hell
status. His status as King of Hell. He gives it to fucking Mephisto. Now you find out that basically this was all a plot from Blackheart to get his daddy back in power. And now we don't know what's going to happen because I think this will be the last time that we see anything about these characters for a while. I just think this was a really good book for fans of that series that thought they got the short end of the stick when they got canceled. So you got a little bit, you got a little bit of closure here. They just had to incorporate them fighting the symbiote for you to get it,
which is wild to me. That was wild to me.
I mean, it was just they literally fought one symbiote. They fought a bunch of symbiotes, and this one we realized that Johnny Blaze's penance there apparently hurts him when he does it to a symbiote. I don't know, man. I got closure. That's all I'm happy about. I got closure.
You know what? They can close them. They can get some closure on that bullshit. But no. My number one is going to be crossover number 5.
Okay.
Crossover number 5. Johnny Cage, Jeff Shaw. This book, Lord have mercy. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna spoil. Fuck, we'll spoil some shit. Fuck it.
Please.
Yeah. So last issue. So basically, everything that exists in comic books has been in this story. We have seen the Tick, we've seen the Fantastic Four, we've seen Wolverine, we've seen She-Hulk, we've seen Doctor Strange. We saw the old Dark Horse team, the Paybacks?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? We see goddamn Gundam, for Christ's sakes. We've seen Spawn, Batman, we've seen literally, you name it, we've seen it. We got Madman. What was the previous issue? Previous 2 issues, actually. We find out that was the character that was teased at the very beginning. But the thing that got me was that they brought in God Country. Now, I know, like, Donny Cates, Jeff Shaw, they worked on God Country previously together. I wasn't expecting God Country to show up in this book, the last issue. Valifax from that story shows up. And but first and foremost, we see little D, the daughter, the granddaughter of Emmett from the story. She's good and grown ass, old ass woman. She knows what's going on, and she has been keeping Valifax on deck, waiting for them to show, waiting for the heroes, Ellipses, and what's the boy's name? I forgot his name already. Shit, Ryan. The boy that's the son of the crazy preacher man.
Crazy Christian dude,
yeah. And then we got Madman and the Paybacks. They show up. She hands over the blade of Valifax, which, for those who know, think of Valifax as like the god of all swords, the god of all blades. It's every blade that ever existed. It is literally the blade of blades. Like you say, like you got like the All Father, whatever like that. This is the All Blade. This is the All Blade. Valifax is that dude. But they hand over Valifax to Madman, but Madman later on realizes that he's needed elsewhere.
Yeah.
And the sword can't come with him. And he gives the sword over to our main character, Ellipses, and she gets the power. And basically the way the sword works is, even if you don't know how to fight, even if you don't know how swords work, yeah, you stick it with a pointy end. But the sword basically imbues you with all of the knowledge and the experience of itself, as well as showing you shit that happened to the previous wielders. So we get to see a lot of shit from Madman. We get to see a lot of shit from God Country with Emmett. Yeah. And of course, this comic is very meta. So the fact that they literally had this heifer turn around and look at everybody else and be like, I know Kung Fu.
She actually does say that shit in the book.
She does say
when
that
she gets
shit.
all that knowledge,
Yeah, she's like, I know Kung Fu.
There's one thing you didn't bring up that made me laugh in that
What's
book
that?
is when you find out that the government has been creating or has been attempting to create their own. And what are they called, Ernie?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. God damn it.
DC Marvel did
amalgams.
There you go. That's when I cracked up.
Also, can we point out that Chip Zdarsky, Brian K. Vaughan, and all these other writers are missing? like Brian K. Vaughan got clapped in the second issue. Can we just point that out? That some of Marvel and DC and Image's greatest writers are just gone. Like they'd have been killed.
And the government is creating amalgams, which I thought was the funniest shit.
Dude, did you catch the Sleepwalker one?
No.
It was one on the very left side of the panel when all the amalgam showed up. There's one of them. Motherfucker looks just like Sleep. It's like they got Sleep. It's a woman, but she's got Sleepwalker's face and skin and the costume. And I was like, dude, oh my, because she kind of looks like a cross between Wonder Woman and Sleepwalker is what she kind of looks like. But yeah. Dude, I almost forgot about that. Dude, I'm so glad you said something about that.
I was laughing because I'm like, okay, so they saying the government created Darkclaw. Like, we gonna see Darkclaw in this bitch.
Dude, if I see Darkclaw, I'm gonna fall out. I'm gonna fall the fuck out if I see Darkclaw. But no, the thing is, issues ago, Ryan was given a gun with a special bullet. It looks like a kryptonite bullet.
It looks like kryptonite, yeah.
Yeah, and basically the dude from the government's like, hey, I can't tell you what to do with this, but you will know what you need to do when it happens. And there's this little girl, I think her name is Ava. She is from the comic book world, and no one knows who she is or what she is. And come to find out, she has powers. And she starts flipping the fuck out. She starts killing people. And Ryan has to make a choice. Because he's like, wait
I
a
like that
minute.
scene just because they're like, oh my God, they're going to get us. We're not going to make it. And Lil Mama just goes, yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're gonna make
And then she just wipes out everybody. They're going to kill us. No, they're not.
Nah,
And baby girl just, lightning just started hitting everybody. Everybody started getting worked. So I thought Lil Mama said the barbershop was open. She didn't watch the Blerd video. Lil Mama said, no, the barbershop is open.
She's like, nah, I'm open. She's like, get in my chair right now. But no, the fucked up part about it is that they make a reference to mutants. And I think it was the second issue where we're getting introduced to this character, and the dude who runs the comic shop, he's like, oh, dude, what if she's one of the mutants? And we don't know what she can do. And all of a sudden, this little heifer, while they're inside having this conversation, this heifer got powers just blowing up, killing rats and shit. Killing
bro,
cartoon
Dark Phoenix,
rats.
man.
Dude,
Dark Phoenix, man.
Dude, shit's lit. How long is crossover supposed to run?
It's an ongoing now.
Oh, it's an ongoing?
I thought it was a minute. I thought you knew. I thought it was a mini. It's an ongoing, big dog.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Look, no bullshit. Like, I was sitting here like, oh my God, dude. I was like, Lord, like, I don't know if y'all never seen this shit. There's this old meme. There's this old meme that used to get around. Trying to see if I can find it. But like basically, like, it would show like this preacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, here I found that motherfucker. Here it is. Some of y'all may not be familiar with this shit, but this is me every time I find out a mini series gets upgraded to ongoing. This is me every time.
Oh God.
That's me every time. Like, God, did they go? Wait, how many issues? Oh shit. That was like me when Bitterroot came out. I was like, oh man, this is a nice little mini series. Oh no, we got upgraded to ongoing. God damn, I got one more book I gotta read. Lord have mercy. But no, let's get into questions, because I know we got some super chats on back order. We got super chats on back order, so let's get into them. I know we got one from Black Nito, $5 super chat. My only thing about this, having read so much about Yasuke, I wished it lined up more historically. Still gonna watch it though. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, they're doing this mystical, magical shit with the show, and I mean, I get why they're doing. They're trying to big it up. That's cool, but yeah, it's kind of I wish they didn't do that exactly. Maybe keep it historical. I think you could have told a good story there. Kevin Lane 14 with the $5 super chat says Ava should have known Warner Brothers DC has a racist background. Yeah, they kind of do on the slick, which is so messed up when you think about what DC has done over the years in terms, like, DC's always been last to the table. Like, you think about it, DC's always been last to the table when it comes to propping up diversity. They usually are the last ones to come to the table. It's always Marvel usually coming up first, like, oh yep, we're gonna do this first. Then here comes DC. All right, here, let's go pull up the rear. But here, let's see here. Tubes one with $5 super chat says, it said not a lot of Damala Boga. What the fuck? This is a lot of, oh Lord. Yes, just look. Oh, I don't even know how to read that. Oh, I get it now because I see Akon's name in it. This is a joke about Akon. Akon trying to get into the Yasuke movie. He tried to look. That. See, now with it spoken into existence, y'all gonna find out next week. Akon's been announced as the live-action Yasuke to replace Chadwick Boseman. Y'all better watch out. Talali House with the $5 super chat says, "Killed me last week when that little burger came out of nowhere." Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I did for real pull the crystal out on the slick. Like, I just reached over and just was like, like I didn't just pull out a little crystal burger. Let's see here. Panini Press with $10 super says for Carter recommending Farmhand a while back. Loving it. Oh, dude, I meant to ask I meant to ask about that. Oh, by the way, Stray Dogs. Yeah. You did get me on Stray Dogs too. They had a new issue of Stray Dogs this week.
Yes, and oh boy.
Yeah, it ain't looking pretty.
Oh boy,
it ain't looking pretty.
So did you read it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, like that I was not expecting from that ending. That now all the dogs' old memories are kind of clicking in. So now this a whole ass serial killer. Y'all been up here eating killers and bits with this nigga. And it's like, bruh, he done killed all y'all owners.
Look, he just been collecting you motherfuckers. He's like, no, come on, sit down. Come on, sit on daddy's lap.
Yeah.
Look, y'all been licking this motherfucker in the face. Look,
right?
Killed y'all master. No. Look, that's a kung fu movie waiting to happen. Chi-Town Dan with the $5 super says, great show, guys. Looking forward to your review of Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 4. Bucky loses his Wakanda pass.
Oh, God.
Dude,
God.
I can't wait to see that shit. I'm actually curious to see how this... Look, White Panther no more.
Oh, no. White Wolf. Gotta remember, he corrected Sam. White Wolf.
Oh no, I like what Sam saying. Sam said that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Of all the lines they have said in Falcon and Winter Soldier, that's the one that caught me off guard. Like, I rewound that motherfucker a few times. You've been with look, you've been spending some time with Wakanda, and you come out White Panther. I was dead. Also, dude, something we didn't talk about. They've actually been kind of alluding to the problem with U.S. Agent, your John Walker. Like, instead of racism and conservatism being his crutch, it's his aggression. And I like that they're going that route. Instead of making him problematic, making him a racist. Because they tried everything they power to make sure this man is not racist. They're like, look, man, this man got a black girlfriend. He got a black best friend. This man went to a black high school. Look, man, he an ally, man. He just get angry sometimes. His whiteness gets to him. His privilege makes him angry. But no, Talali House with the $5 super chat says, they made Kong need a defibrillator. Right is dirty for doing my man Kong like that. Look, that man, he had to be taken to the back on the stretcher.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Tuesday one with the $5 super chat says, how the wholehearted Heavenly F have they not been sued for crossover yet? Are they being funded by Marvel and DC or something? Will Static appear? Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, if Static show up at crossover, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to need to find Donnie Cates. I'm going to need to find him and be like, look, dude, how you do it? How are you doing this? How are you doing? Because he literally put, like you think about it. I think, in little small ways, Marvel and DC characters have both, and not just Marvel and DC, Dark Horse, other Image Comics properties, anime properties, all this shit has been kind of coming together. Like, it's all stories coming together in one comic. And it's just like, honestly, Donnie Cates made what I think, he basically pulled a Ernest Cline. I believe is the name of the guy that made Ready Player One.
Okay.
He basically made Ready Player One the comic book. Only now it's Ready Player, but it's an original story that kind of like this is a comic no one is ever going to be able to make a movie of. Not for like another 50 years. Like, no one's gonna be able to make a movie based on this comic. It will not work. Because so many things would have to fall. Like, Marvel and it's kind of like how with Ready Player One, they had to change some things because only Warner Brothers stuff was really showing up in that movie. Kind of like what's going on with the Space Jam movie. It's mostly shit that Warner Brothers owns. That's why, like, Superman, Gandalf, and so on and so forth, they can appear in these things because they either own these things or have bought the rights to these things in some way shape, form, or fashion. That's why you can see Game of Thrones, because Warner Brothers owns HBO.
Yeah.
But no, dude, crossover was, oh man, dude, it's so good. So fucking good. So fucking good. Let's see. That said, I'm looking through here to see if we got any more questions. We're reading questions from the chat as well. Let's see here. I'm combing back through, just going back a little bit just to kind of see what's going on here. Bellman, you ain't shit. There's a Kevin Feige out here telling Ava to come to Death Row Records. You tired of these Snyder fans dancing all up in your video? But no, yeah, that's what it is. Lord. Damon Hampton, you ain't shit. Man, at this point, if DC does something I like, it's probably an accident. That's kind of how I feel sometimes. That's how Flash wound up in the top 5 this week. It was an accident. I don't think that was on purpose. Here, let's see here. Ooh, man. Let's see here. I'm looking. Fuck it. Let's see here.
That kind of makes me want to play Neo almost.
Oh, damn.
That $5 super chat from J Rod, that almost makes me want to play Neo. I did not know Yasuke was in there.
Oh shit. Wait, the first one or the second one?
He doesn't say. He just says if you play the Neo games on PS4, Yasuke is in the games. Are you sure he's in those games, or somebody just made a black dude named him Yasuke?
Like, is it like legit Yasuke? Because if it's legit Yasuke, then because I quit playing Neo after like the 3rd boss, I was like, dude, fuck this shit.
Man, I got too many games, man. Too many games. I still need to finish fucking what was that one you stopped playing because you said it was too hard because you wasn't man enough to finish it? The one after Bloodborne.
Sekiro.
Yeah, Sekiro.
I actually went back and played. I went back and started playing Sekiro again.
I got right to the last boss and stopped playing quick.
Dude, okay, here's the thing about Sekiro, though. I had to divorce myself of the notion that it was a Souls game. I also had to divorce myself of the notion that it was a stealth game. Because that was one of the things they toted about the game a lot, was the stealth system. And I was like, there's no stealth in this game. Like, you can stealth kill people, but I mean, there's no actual like stealth mechanic, because once you kill somebody, it always makes enough noise. It always alerts somebody. Like, I've had motherfuckers not even like looking in the direction of when I kill somebody. It could be on the other side of the map, and the motherfucker will be like, oh no, somebody got killed. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Like that, like it ain't Tenchu Stealth Assassins.
Yeah. Hey, Ern and Carter, how do you guys find Invincible so far? And does this make you nervous for other Image products? I'm gonna let you take that one first. I'm gonna let you take that one first.
I mean, I like Invincible so far. I mean, is it exactly like the comic? No, God no. But I do feel like there's some things that they handle better in the comic than they do on the in the TV show, and vice versa. There's some aspects that I think the cartoon, the animated series, handles better that the comic did not do a good job with. Case in point, there's a funeral that happens, and the way the funeral is handled, I think it's actually done better in the show than in the comic, because why would you bury a whole ass superhero in a place where everybody knows the location? Especially if this person has supervillains. But I like some of the more. The last episode spent a lot of time bigging up the treacherous elements of certain characters, which I thought was kind of cool, because I felt like they started teasing one of the characters' turns a lot earlier than I think the comic even did. But I don't want to say who, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but Carter knows what I'm talking about. I feel like they gave Debbie a little more to do in the show, even though technically she gets a lot more to do later in the comics. I just feel like early on in the show, I feel like she's been given a little bit more of a better role than what she got before.
Yeah. Debbie, I didn't understand it, but after watching the episodes, I did like, because they really took her from being just a ditzy blonde into an actual character now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me, after rewatching those episodes, I understand why they did it. But at the same time, I think they're moving a little bit too fucking fast. What happens in the first episode, I'm trying not to spoil it for you all, but what happens at the end of the first episode, it happening in the first episode was a big problem for me, because that's something that's supposed to completely catch you. Now, now rest assured, it caught you off guard when you watch the cartoon, but it catches you off guard in the comic because you've had time with this character. You think you know who this character is. You think you know what they stand for and stuff like that. I think that the show is making this character out to be a villain way too fucking soon.
Okay,
like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know,
I feel like for those of us who read the comics, I definitely feel that way. I agree with this one. I do agree, because I said it with the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
You remember me? I said that shit about the trailer. But I feel like for people who have not read the comics, I feel like it's fine, because it caught so many people off guard that weren't like expecting it to happen anyway. Like, they just assume, oh yeah, this person is who they say they are. So all right, they took it.
I've had several people. They asked me. And they're like, man, this is crazy. Who mind controlling him? And I said, okay, so this is what they were appeasing you all, not me. Because if you ask me a question like that, then okay, I see what they were trying to accomplish. Yeah. It looks like they did. But that's one of my main complaints. It's just like characters that don't have the turns they have until way later, happening 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes in. I understand
one of the characters
you're trying
on
to
episode 3.
Yeah, and I understand why you're doing it. You're trying to do shit that's going to keep people watching week after week after week. But at the same time, like, you still gotta, it's honest to God. It's because I know you said it was going to do the first couple of trades. It seemed like they're trying to do one compendium a season.
I think
with how fast they're moving.
I think they're going to do the first. Okay, all right. So you remember the
if
thing
you're saying that. If you're saying that, Levi, yeah.
You know how like they did that first like major confrontation, like where they did all the like he was sending him into like all the different like parts of the multiverse. I think that is gonna be not where they end it, but they're gonna be leading up to that. I think we're gonna start seeing him closer to the end of this season. Yeah,
and I don't know, dude. Like that's my main thing. Like, you could have played up certain characters like I'm just gonna say this right now, just because fuck it. Omni-Man, you could have played him completely different. Because how you got him in the show, it's so just like, okay, this is clearly the bad guy. Just because of the stuff he says. And I don't like the way, like I said this when I was running for my fucking life last week, hiding in goddamn jack-in-the-boxes, but I don't like how lines are spoken from people sometimes in that show, especially J.K. Simmons. And this is why I told you, I don't understand why he sounds like he's legit reading from a script when this motherfucker been the yellow peanut from Eminem for years. So he knows how to be a character.
Well, not just that. I mean, he was, J.K. Simmons, he was Schillinger on Oz. Motherfucker was J. Jonah Jameson in both Spider-Man, the Raimi movies, and now the MCU movies. What was it? What was that movie that he was in? The Oscar movie with the drummer. The dude was supposed to be drumming or doing music, wherever he threw the drum set at the motherfucker.
Whiplash.
Yeah, Whiplash. Dude, the motherfucker can act. He can emote. And now I kind of get what they're going for with him. They're trying to make him like very, like he's supposed to be kind of like, he's supposed to be like Clark Kent. He's supposed to be kind of boring, kind of bland. But the thing is,
and that's the thing.
That's not how I see the character. That's not how I see the character. And I don't think that works.
Because of how they have him doing these lines, you don't see Clark Kent.
No.
You see Ultraman trying to act like Clark Kent. That's my problem.
Yeah. Like, I mean, all that aside, I still think the show is entertaining. I still think it's good.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a fun
I still
watch.
like it, but those are my complaints. Because I was mad at how they did my boy Damien Darkblood. I didn't expect to like Damien Darkblood. I like Damien Darkblood, yo.
Yeah, they actually. Which did you catch that Well, I mean, of course they obviously did it in the comics too. But did you catch that Hellboy reference they put up right before the last scene they showed with him in it?
Yeah.
Where he's like doing the whole like jumping thing, but it's on like the newspaper.
Yep.
I thought that was slick. I like that.
Yes, Black Nito. J.K. Simmons is the yellow M&M. Yes, sir, he is. He's been a yellow M&M for a long while now. T.J. Tennant, no, they are not. I don't think we're going to see an Invincible universe just because there was a news story that came out. Because one of the things I was excited about, much to Ernie's chagrin, was all this shit is taking place. Like, this one thing I don't think people know, because I told my homeboy yesterday, and he was just like, wait, what? Invincible takes place in the same universe as Spawn.
Yeah, same.
And
not
there
just
were a
Spawn.
lot of...
not even just Spawn. Savage Dragon.
Not even just Spawn.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bring up Savage Dragon, because Savage Dragon is a used condom that has AIDS on it. But
yeah.
The reason I brought that up is because I was really...
Shadowhawk and Youngblood.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay. So with them being in that same universe, there were a lot of issues of Invincible where Image was trying to do their big, huge events where we see all these characters come together. So I was really excited to fucking see that on the screen. And then that shit was immediately deaded. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
So
Kirkman came out and said that was not going to be, it will not be a thing.
Yeah, all that shit's taking place in the same universe. Now I will concede. I will take that, because that if I wanted to see Spawn, that meant they was gonna have to show Savage Dragon. So I will help you. So I will be happy in knowing that if I got to lose my Spawn, perverts got to lose their Savage Dragon too. Yeah. So if they just go keep it with Invincible, cool. But with my complaints, I still love it. If I get pissed at Zelda today when I'm playing, I'm probably going to rewatch them 4 episodes again. Let me ask you, Ernie, what my friends asked me.
Go ahead.
In that first episode, at the end, and I want to know what some of you people in the chat are going to say, because this was a real big thing my buddies asked me about, because a lot of people didn't even realize Invincible was a fucking comic. Who caught it the worst? In that first episode.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I want to say Red Rush, because man, his shit got drug out. Like, well, because you think about how he explained how his powers work. He was about how conversations feel to him, like they feel like they go on for weeks. So that probably felt like the way his perception is. That shit probably felt like it took years. It probably took weeks for that motherfucker to get clapped. But Green Ghost? Yeah. Green Ghost got ugly. But wait, maybe I don't know. Man, was it Darkwing? Or what was the? It was a dark. Yeah, it was Darkwing, right? Mm-hmm. He caught it ugly, dude. Honestly, all of them. Damn.
Because I said it was Red Rush was number 1 in that one, because I had to tell my buddies this, because my buddies didn't even realize. I said, "Do you realize?" I said, "You know why his hands went limp, right?" They're like, "Yeah, because that fool was getting squeezed." I said, "Nah, big dog. His hands went limp because he broke them." Yeah, because he was like punch Omni-Man off him.
And he was still punching him with the limp hands.
Yeah,
broken hands. And he was actually hurting. That's actually the crazier part. He was actually hurting him. It took a while, but he was actually hurting him. Dude, oh my god. Yeah, I think Red Rush caught it.
I think it was. I said it was Red Rush at number 1, and number 2 is when Omni-Man caught Hawk Girl's mace, and that fish boy caught it. Oh my god.
Dude, because I'm talking about like when he got a hold of that motherfucker, he went fuck. And then just the giblets went everywhere.
That man knocked all the red lobster out of his head. Yeah.
That man, look, and then dipped it in some cheddar biscuits. I was like, Lord, no, this man did just dip some cheddar biscuits in this man's giblets.
That man knocked all the hush puppy feeling out of his fucking head. Like, oh my God, yo.
But
Green
no,
Ghost, I think, got it the best because hers was just an instant. You know what hers reminded me of? You may not remember this. I just remember it because it was one of my all-time favorite movies. You remember Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Billy Zane cocked that hand back and he hit the cop and just
flew right through his... Dude, oh my God.
Omni-Man punched her through the head and then through the head at somebody, right? Fell out.
What I loved is like when because she caught Darkwing,
and
then she like immediately looked up, was like, "Oh God!" And the next thing you know, that was, like when she looked up, this is the last thing she saw.
You ain't got time to let nothing sink in because you just, bro.
Like, and here's the messed up part. Her whole power is to be able to phase through shit. Dude, her whole power. She didn't even have time to turn the power on. She literally just went up and was like, BAM!
I didn't even think about that. You said
like literally, she just went like this. Bam! She died ugly as fuck. I was like,
ooh, bro.
I was like, why y'all got to kill the one sister? Why y'all got to kill the one sister?
I didn't think about that.
Dude.
The Martian, I couldn't tell what Omni-Man ripped off.
That was, I think it was his actual, like his brain, like the actual part of him. Because, like, basically the way they made it seem is that, like, out of all that gooey shit that he was, there's an actual him in there somewhere, and that that bulge was him. And when Omni-Man pulled that shit out, it was a wrap.
Yeah, but like, damn, Green Ghost. That's some. That did not. I gotta tell my partners about that. Dude. Like, you ain't got time to let it sink in. You just saw your boy die, and as soon as you look up, just
fist in your Yo, reminded me of old Busta Rhymes video. Yes. Dude, I died off that shit. I was like, Lord, why y'all do this to old girl? Y'all did old girl dirty as fuck, and y'all know it. But no, it was definitely, but dude, but yeah, no, when they hit was the fish dude, the first thing I thought, I was like, oh no, my gumballs. That dude literally shit just went everywhere.
But man, they knocked the hush puppy feeling out of him, dog.
Dude,
ooh, Jesus.
I was like, God damn, dude. Like, he looked like when you pulled the hush puppies out the grease.
Yep.
One of them, like, the bread just fall completely off of them. And now you just got hush puppy all over the floor. Lord.
That man knocked all the tuna fish out the can. Like, ooh, boy.
It's like, man, dude. Oh my God! But no, let's get into. Oh, let's see. Let's get to some Discord questions, man. Cause we're gonna be here. Let's see here. Dude, I don't even remember. I can't remember. Somebody reminded me of it the other day. They were like, cause like somebody said it when I was somebody said it when we were playing a game. And like I think I got wrecked. And they're like, "Oh no, my gumballs!" And I was just like, "Lord." But no, here let's oh my God, Falcon. Hey, we got one here. Let's see. Let me see it. Turn that way. There we go. Falcon and the Snowman says, if your favorite director that's never directed a Marvel movie before were to do a Marvel movie, what movie would you want them to do? Also, how would you feel about Lance Reddick as Blue Marvel? I like Lance Reddick. However, I would not want him as Blue Marvel. I would rather he do something else. I think Lance Reddick would make a better villain. Because that dude, he's so good at being a villain. He is so good at it.
Yeah.
Or I could see, like, honestly, when they were, like, if they did something like, oh my God, like, if they did, like, if they ever actually decided to go all in on, like, a voice for, like some of the big bads, dude, I would love to see him do a voice for somebody like Dormammu or like Blackheart or, I don't know, like just a badass. Somebody that's a badass. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But a director who has never directed a Marvel movie before, what movie would I want them to direct? That one. Okay, I tell you what. I tell you who I want. I tell you who I want. I would like to see. Give me. All right, here you go. Hear me out. And I know this name is problematic in some circles. Give me David Ayer. Because he got done dirty by DC. They fucked his movie up. They fucked the Suicide Squad up. Bring him in. Give me Heroes for Hire. Put him on Heroes for Hire. I can see that shit. Give him Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Put that shit out there. I can see that. I can see him doing like a Power Man, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Iron Fist style like movie. I can see him doing something like that. Keep it street level though. Keep it street level. I can see it. What about you, Carter?
I give you that one. Just because I was ready not to give you that one, because I was so ready to be like, nah, get the fuck out of here, Doc. But that could be something. That could be something.
He's like, nah, man, fuck that motherfucker.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was just.
Well, I tell you what. I'll give you another one if you really wanted to. Okay, if you wanted to do a Thunderbolts movie.
Okay.
Because I think stuff like that works better when it's funny. Like, at least there's a little bit of air of, like, humor. Like, maybe some dark humor. Give me... Now here, for this one, we got to go in the time machine. We got to go in time machine to do this one.
Mm-hmm.
Get me Guy Ritchie before his marriage to Madonna. Before he started fucking with Madonna, get me Guy Ritchie. I'm talking about, like, Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels era Guy Ritchie. Go back in the time machine, get him. See, what we do is get the Pym particles, and we go into the time stream, go to the quantumverse, and we go in there, get him, pull him back, and then put him right here in the present, and have him direct a Thunderbolts movie. I think he could do that really well. He's really good at dark comedy.
Saying that lets me know you sound like you haven't watched anything recent, because
what's he
The Gentleman, Rock and Roller, the King Arthur movie was actually fucking good. King Arthur was actually good.
Mm-hmm.
The Gentleman is probably one of my favorite movies from him in a good while. Shit, he did The Man from U.N.C.L.E. That was fun.
I didn't see the man. I haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Like, okay. I'll put a finer point on it. The last thing I saw by him, oddly enough, and I didn't even know this was him at the time, was Aladdin, which I actually liked Aladdin. I didn't hate the live action Aladdin. But the last movie I saw that I loved is Sherlock. It's not Sherlock, but
what, Layer
Rock
Cake?
and Roller. Rock and Roller was the last.
Oh yeah, Rock and Roller. Okay.
Like where he was in his element.
Yeah, watch The Gentleman. I can recommend The Gentleman. I can recommend The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Like I said, his King Arthur movie was really good. His King Arthur movie was really, really good.
I'll have to check
it was solid.
I'll check out The Gentleman too. That sounds more up my alley as well.
Yeah, Gentleman was good.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. But you see what I'm talking about though. Like, he has the ability to do dark comedy. I could see him taking something like imagine, because usually it's always more fun when the team fucks up. Yeah, like, remember that King in Black Thunderbolt story? How like they just kept fucking up.
That was when you talked about it being funny. That was the first thing that came to mind. I said I wouldn't mind seeing a Guy Ritchie version of that because that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like play it for laughs. I think it would work better. Which I mean, let's be fair. Marvel already plays shit for laughs anyway.
Well,
like they're already telling jokes. But
they play shit for laughs if it's in space.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well,
that's all they do now.
Yeah,
if it's in space, it got to be funny.
Yeah, you gotta make, because you gotta take the seriousness out of it. You gotta take the punch out of it. But besides that one, we got another one here from Chase Danger. Says, was there something in the closet in the Invincible episode 4 closing scene that we are supposed to be picking up on? Because I looked twice and couldn't pick up on it. Okay, so here's Oh, go ahead. I think Carter. I think you're gonna say probably what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
I think that was mainly because of the lighting on that when they were drawing it. It was a little bit too dark, but it looks like Damien Darkblood left something in that closet. It might be a recorder or something along those lines. Because if you were looking for something, you have to actually use your ears. You hear him growling at the end of the episode, so he left something in there. That could very well get Omni-Man.
Yeah. I think, which, to be fair, now in the comics, you don't find out till like way super late that there are things that specifically can hurt and or kill Viltrumites. But something tells me he left something there that is one of those things that could potentially hurt or kill Omni-Man. I also feel like there's probably something in there that could be his way of coming back.
Yeah.
Maybe his way of coming back. Like, but no, I do feel like there was something there because the first two things I thought about until I heard that sound, I thought, I wonder if Cecil's like bugging their closet and listening in on this conversation. But then I was
it was either Cecil or Damien, because if you look at the scene, you'll see something that's kind of stuck in between some clothes almost. And it's either he left a recorder or something there, because it's obvious that Cecil knows.
Yeah, Cecil knows.
Cecil knows Omni-Man did it. He knows Damien. They just can't prove it. I think Damien Darkblood's on the way of fucking proving it, and Cecil did what he did. But yeah, that's probably what you missed there, man.
Yeah, that. But once again, I do think I do. Okay, here's what I think. I think Invincible does a very good job of setting up the next episode. Like, that's something I think that it actually does better than most shows. Like when you get to the end of the episode, you're like, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen next. It's like, oh, wait, there's post-credit. It's like, ooh, wow, they're setting up something for later. I like that. I do like that.
Okay. Jack in the chat is saying it was his notebooks. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, because if you remember in that episode, Omni-Man's wife started looking up shit about Damien Darkblood and what he does and stuff like that. So now if you all are saying it was his notebook, because I knew you could clearly tell I didn't know if it was a recorder or something, but if it's his notebook, he left his notebook for her to find. Right. He left it for her to find.
Also, you don't have to use all caps. Like, this isn't in real time, so we saw it before you probably put it in all caps. like I think sometimes people don't know how live streams work, and it's like there's a delay of several seconds.
Yeah.
So like if we don't respond to something like immediately when you say it, there's a reason why, because we see it but you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, that said, they're definitely that was Debbie's gonna eventually find out, and it's not gonna be pretty, I think, for anybody, Omni-Man included. I am curious if we are going to see. I'm curious to see what else how much further they're gonna go, because honestly, I just feel like the show's pacing is so all over the place. If you told me this ended with the Viltrumite War, I'd probably believe you. But I don't want him to get. Let me say this: I don't want him to get there that fast.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yep. Yeah. If we get fucking Thrag and Battle Beast next episode, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that sounds about right. This show moving just that fucking fast.
Yeah. Well, Istamov says, I might have missed it, but how do y'all feel about the story being told out of order? I'm assuming talking about Invincible. Here's the thing. Some character turns are being teased too soon.
Yeah.
Not just
Some
Omni-Man,
are
but
instant.
somebody else's. Yeah, some are. Well, don't even get me started on that.
His friend is already gay.
Oh yeah,
His friend in
yeah.
school.
I forgot about that. His friend from school. His friend from school. You don't find that shit out till like way down the road, damn near.
Way
on down the
later,
road.
and it's because of a character that Marcus like. Well, we can talk about this now because it ain't gonna fucking happen anymore. So I'm wondering how they're gonna spin this around. So something happens, which basically ends up where Debbie, the current girl, that got turned into a sister.
Amber.
She ends up dating his friend in school, right? Basically realizes that he is clearly not the guy for her. And then some other stuff happens. But then after that, when he been breaking her off something proper, that's when he realizes, oh, I'd rather this be a dude. So like his character doesn't come out until way fucking later. This boy was gay first episode. So I'm like, okay.
The bully.
That was yeah.
Okay, so when they already revealed the dude was gay, the bully, that's what I thought they were going with. I thought they were gonna be like, oh, well, they're gonna pass that storyline over to the bully, because she had some pictures, some videos, or whatever of something that would embarrass him. So I thought maybe they're gonna try and play that storyline off on him down the road, which I don't foresee that character coming back. But,
yeah, it was just really weird that they did it so fast, because that was a turning point for another character. That was a real big turning point. So I don't know.
What do you think is going to happen to what's his face, Rexplode? Do you think they're going to try and move him out early?
Well, with what they doing with fucking Robot already in 4 fucking episodes, I mean, it looked like we getting Rex. I wouldn't be surprised if Rex and that other person are gonna be on the other planet next week. And this is now you see the problem I'm talking about. They doing shit too fast.
They doing it too quick, yeah. Like, okay, you know what?
Instead of switching positions with slow strokes and pacing yourself, they just bent you over and gave you 5 back shots and bust everywhere. That's not how you do it, people.
Yeah, Deus Imperium just said it too. Says wasn't Battle Beast in the trailer?
He sure was.
Like, yeah,
he sure was.
He was very in the trailer, so that means we're probably.
That boy tore that mace. That boy tore that mace like clown does that knife.
Dude, I was like, Lord, but no, I mean, I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait to see. I mean, I'm gonna. Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna stick through it because I think there's only like 4 more episodes anyway. But I'm scared at how fast they're going. Like,
me too.
I have like at first it seemed like, because when they first said, oh, we're gonna get through the first 5 or 6 trades, I was like, in 8 episodes, all right. And then I thought about
3 trades in the first episode.
Yeah. Well, okay. So when I went back and did the research for the video that I did on Invincible, like I pretty much read like I didn't read everything, but I read most of it, and enough to know where they are right now. And I was like, wow, yeah, y'all did like 3 trades in one episode, 2 in another one. And shit, I said by the time y'all got to episode 4, shit, that's why I said if they fucked around and said, hey, we're doing the Viltrumite War in the season finale, I'd have been like, I guess, shit. Because for those who don't know, the Viltrumite War, I think is like, it's issue like 70 on like, I think it's like most of the 70s. What was dude's name? I keep blanking on the motherfucker's name. The bald-headed dude from Viltrum. The dude to break off his girl. What's that motherfucker's name? Dude, he looks like
the scar on his eye.
Yeah. He looked like Omni-Man granddaddy. Like, I was like, dude, that motherfucker gonna show up in episode 5. Y'all watch.
Yeah.
That dude gonna show up in episode 5. Everybody be like, the fuck?
Yeah.
But like honestly, I don't know. I feel like by the time we get to the end of this season, yeah, we're definitely gonna be on like at least Trade 7, at least.
Man, we're gonna be on Compendium 2.
Yeah. Conquest.
God.
Yeah, Conquest. That sounds right. They are going real. Yeah, they're going stupid fast. Stupid.
I tell you got when it comes to sex, you gotta pace yourself, man. This is coming from experience. Okay.
Marathons.
Okay. You can turn 3 minutes into 4 hours. I know. I did it 2 weeks ago. It's very possible. It's very possible. All you need is a good Spotify account and a good playlist. It's very possible. Okay.
Look, me sitting talking about some, like, oh yeah, Sweat Hotel. All right, there we go.
Yep. And if you feel like you're getting to that point, ladies and gentlemen who are in here, listen to the song playing on Spotify. Sing along with it. It'll level you out. So that's a good 2 more hours you just add to yourself. I'm just trying to give y'all a game. Listen, but that's what this show is not doing. This show is just doing a pump and dump. It's just doing a cut, a hit it and run. What's that gas station in Arkansas? You're doing a come and go.
Yeah, come and go. Look, go and be like, look, go and hit you with the. All right, we out. Yep. They hit you with that green. There was a green ghost, green mist, whatever the fuck that bitch.
Hit you with that.
Bam!
And then just walk the fuck off. Yeah.
Look, they hit you. Look, they was it red? They red rushing it out here.
Oh God.
But anyways,
TJ Tennant saying the faster you are, the high chance you won't get killed. You won't get kids.
Oh shit.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
You ain't fucking TJ. That's what that sounds.
Dude, look.
You ain't fucking.
Actually, no. Oh no. The faster you go get some kids, you fuck around. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Dude, this is a great show as always. Always feel like we have a great show. Like I said, we got to have some banter. We got to talk about some shit. We got to cut some stories. Answer some questions from you guys, all that good stuff. I don't know what the fuck else is going on this weekend. I don't really know. I'm not streaming shit. I think I saw some people in the Discord, which, by the way, for those who don't know, the Discord, the link for the Discord has been popping up here and there throughout the chat. So if it is not in there right now, I will go ahead and put it back. And feel free to join the Discord. I notice a lot of people don't use the squad up chat, or people have been using the squad up chat a little bit more. Please do. It's for people to use if you want to play video games with other people, or if you want to contact us about playing video games. Because I know sometimes some of y'all play. I just discovered our homie and by the way, brand new mod on both Twitch, YouTube, and in the Discord, Shin Godzilla is a hunt player.
Yeah.
I discovered that the other day. Saw him on playing that Young Hunt Showdown. So you know how we do out here.
Even if you don't see your game in there, if you see that motherfucker empty, if you see the chat in there empty, that's the game.
Yeah. Have fun with it. Yeah. Have fun. And like I say, if you send me some suggestions, I know I got some suggestions for using a FGC tag, like for fighting games, because I do play fighting games too, which I've been meaning to do. I've just been lazy about it because it's a pain in the ass to add. But yeah, if there's like fighting games that you want me to add like an FGC tag, or you want me to, if there's a game that you're interested in, you want me to add in, there's plenty of games in there, trust me. And most of those games, 99.9% of the games that I have listed for voice chat, FYI, those are games I own. So those are games I personally own and actually play with other people. So some not as often as others, but you get the idea. And if you, there's a tag system in there that if you tag yourself, like you do like an emote reaction for certain games, you'll be notified if someone tags that game. So just putting it out there. Because I've noticed some people have been asking me about video games, wanting to play video games with me, but not knowing how to contact me for it or contact others. But that said, we're going to get out of here. Man, we love you guys 3,000. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us, making this an awesome first Blerd Cave after 100. And we will see you guys next time. We out of here. Peace. Peace!